afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the All India Football Federation FIFA E-Nations Playoffs 2022. India, along with seven other nations, are looking to book a place in the finals of the FIFA E-Nations World Cup, and that's going to be taking place in Copenhagen, Denmark, later in July. Right now, the monumental task that India has in front is going to be the game between India and Korea Republic. Just to let you know, along with India, we have seven more nations who are competing: Australia, Japan, Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, Korea Republic, Hong Kong, and of course, India make the eight that we are looking at. India needs two wins, that's two home and away wins in the 2v2 format that we have. And our E-Tigers, Charanjot Singh, Saransh Jain, and Sid Chandrana are all ready for the action. If you guys are ready for them as well, let me know in the comments. My name is Selvin. I'll be casting all the games for the Indian football team today. Now, this is going to be a great set of game because our E-Tigers have worked a lot in order to reach the stage. They're just two wins away. That's two home and away wins away. And we're going to take a look at the bracket in in a while. Just to let you all know, Charanjot, Saransh, and Sid Chandrana are the three players who will be representing us today in this event. And the first game is going to be played versus Korea Republic, with Charanjot and Saransh leading the way for us. Along with India, as I said, there are seven other nations who are playing. And the first game that we'll be up against is going to be Korea. Now, as per the seeding, Australia is first, India is second thanks to the qualifiers that we had online. Japan is third, Singapore is fourth, Malaysia is fifth, Indonesia sixth, Korea Republic seventh, and Hong Kong completes the top eight. Four nations will be qualifying till the finals, which will be held in Denmark, that's Copenhagen, from 27 to 30th July. And this is going to be possibly most exciting thing that's going to happen for India when it comes to FIFA. Charanjot, of course, has been to multiple FIFA events along with some more Indians, and they have some more events coming up. But right now, they are going to be representing our country, the All India Football Federation FIFA E-Nation Series 2022, which is going to be starting soon. Our first game is going to start at 1:30 against Korea Republic. And let's take a look at the brackets of this event. Now, as you all can see, Australia versus Hong Kong is going to be the first game because of the seedings. That's first versus eighth. Singapore versus Malaysia, Japan versus Indonesia, and of course the match that we'll be telecasting, which is India versus Korea Republic. Now, this is going to be a double elimination bracket, which means the winners of match 1 and match 2 will first play in the fifth match, that's M5, and the winners of India and Korea Republic will play the winner of Japan and Indonesia in the match 6. Depending on the result of that game, India will still have a chance based on if they lose or win, until they lose twice in this competition to be knocked out. But then we all have our hopes. I'm sure you all are ready to be a part of the history that these boys are going to write today. They're two wins away, and I'm sure they can clutch it today against these nations. They're ranked second for a reason because of their display in the online qualifiers, and I'm very, very, very sure that they can clutch it up when it comes to this situation. They are people who've been playing under a lot of pressure. They've been to the biggest of competitions. They've performed extremely well. And right now, when they represent India, I am very sure, and I'm sure everybody out here is going to be very sure, that these guys are going to make us proud today. The first match, of course, once again is going to be the M4 match that we can see on our screens right now. India versus Korea Republic. We'll have the lineups, we'll have the matches, and we'll have all the details very soon. And it's going to be two legs, home and away. It's going to be a 2 versus 2 format. So the result will only be known after the second leg is complete based on the aggregate score. We'll be having two legs, which means home and away rules are going to be counted. But with regards to the goals and the other rules, I'll be updating you on the same very soon. We still have 5 minutes to go before kickoff. You can go ahead and let me know your predictions in the chat. Do you think India is going to clutch this? If yes, tell me no. Let me know the score that you think that's going to happen between these two nations. And also let me know who do you think is the favorite to qualify, the top 4 nations that you feel would be qualifying from this bracket. I'm just going to read an article out just for you all, just so that we have some more details on this one. Of course, we are looking to create history by booking a place in the FIFA E-Nations Cup 2022, which will be played today and tomorrow. I mean, we have streams on both the days. In case you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you do that. If you are watching us on Twitch, make sure to follow the channel. Make sure you let all your friends who are interested in football, who are interested in FIFA, know about this, because you can also be representing India someday, because we have a lot of monthly qualifiers that keep happening. which will of course now happen in FIFA 23. Now, as I said earlier, the Indian national FIFA team is 2 wins away from registering a spot in the finals, which will be held at Copenhagen, Denmark, from the 27th to the 30th of July. Today and tomorrow are going to be the most crucial days when it comes to the FIFA E-Nations playoffs for India. And these three boys, Charanjot Singh, Saransh Jain, Sid Chandrana, three of the most consistent players for India, three of the most consistent FIFA players in India for the last few seasons, are representing us today. And Australia, Japan, Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, Korea Republic, Hong Kong, all of them have some great talents when it comes to FIFA, just like India does. And today, all of them would be looking to go all out to make sure that they can make their country proud. But as Indians, I'm sure we would like to see India going all out and winning this tournament, not just qualifying for it. As I said, top four would be qualifying out of these eight that remain. But we'll be hopeful that India can go ahead and win the entire playoff and go into the grand finals as a favorite. Now, I'm getting an update that the game is going to be starting anytime soon. And Charanjot Singh and Saransh Jain would be playing the first game. And if you have any queries, if you need me to answer any questions or something, you can let me know in the comments, and I will make sure that I get your queries or your questions answered. Thank you everyone who's tuned in right now. I can see a lot of people on YouTube, and I can also see a lot of people on Twitch right now who are tuned in. And if you have any questions with regards to the Indian national FIFA team, I mean, that's with regards to the PlayStation and Xbox games that we have, the EA Sports FIFA game, please let me know in the comments. Now, just to give you all a little more insider on the same, the playoffs will be a double elimination format. Since India is seeded second, they are playing the team that was seeded second from the bottom. Since India was seeded second from the top, they'll be playing Korea, and that's how the brackets have been finalized. Australia would be playing Hong Kong, that's 1 versus 8. India would be playing Korea, that's 2 versus 7. Japan versus Indonesia, 3 versus 6. And Singapore versus Malaysia, that is 4 versus 5. All the teams will have to lose twice, that's to lose twice in a home and away format to be eliminated. If they lose once, they will still have a chance to go all the way through till the finals. And that's why it said whoever wins two games in this format will qualify for the finals, but the seedings will depend on the final championship that happens. Now, the reason India is ranked second is because they finished with 900 points in the region, and 900 points is massive considering the competitive region that we have right now. Let's take a look at the coming up screen because the game is going to be starting anytime soon. We'll be taking a look at the lineups, we'll be taking a look at the kits that we have, and I'm just hopeful that the game starts soon. Make sure you drop your predictions, let your friends know as well, because we are all waiting to see what India does today versus Korea and what India does in the future today with regards to the other games that we'll be playing, because we are about to witness history and you all are going to be a part of this history along with me. And I can just not wait for this game to start, which is going to start super super soon. Also, if anybody out here is new, welcome in once again. My name is Selvin, and I'll be your caster for all the games that we have today for the All India Football Federation FIFA E Nations Playoffs 2022. Just to let you all know, Team India is 2 wins away from qualifying for the finals of the FIFA E Nation Series 2022, which will be held at Denmark. That's Copenhagen in Denmark from 27th July to 30th July. You all, as I said, are going to be a part of this historical day. So make sure you invite your friends who are interested in football. Make sure you invite your friends who are into FIFA. Let them know about the All India Football Federation and the FIFA Nation Series as well. And we'll be good to go in any time. Korea versus India. I've just got an update that these two teams are setting up. Charanjot Singh and Saran Jain would be representing India in the first game versus Korea Republic. We'll get an update with regards to which players are playing for Korea, the kits that they'll be choosing, the players that they'll be choosing, and the lineups as well. I think I'll be back as soon as the game starts, and I would request you all to make sure that you stay tuned because we are going to make sure that we create history today. in the chat, and I am sure you guys are excited because I can see those comments. India will win the match against Korea. India will go ahead and win. This is FIFA mobile. This is not mobile. This is on the PlayStation and Xbox. So we are playing EA Sports FIFA. And okay, I can absolutely speak in Hindi as well. दोस्तों, मेरा नाम है सेल्विन और आज हम एक ऐतिहासिक दिन होने वाला है हमारे लिए, क्योंकि टीम इंडिया खेलने वाली है कोरिया रिपब्लिक के सामने इन द फीफा ई नेशन सीरीज जो अभी हो रहा है. इंडिया रैंक 2 है फिलहाल एशिया में, जो रीजन हमारा है, एंड ऑस्ट्रेलिया फिलहाल फर्स्ट रैंक पे है. एंड इंडिया को सिर्फ 2 विन चाहिए इन ऑर्डर टू क्वालिफाई करने के लिए इन द फाइनल इवेंट्स जो कि होने वाली है डेनमार्क में. Esports is rising indeed, and let me assure you that FIFA and India, when it comes to FIFA, is right at the top of it. India ने काफी अच्छा रेपुटेशन बना लिया है अपने लिए, thanks to these Indian FIFA players जो है चरणजोत सिंह, सारांश जैन, सिर चंद्राना एंड बहुत सारे और FIFA players जिन्होंने इंडिया का नाम रोशन किया है ग्लोबल स्टेज पे जहां भी बात आती है FIFA की. And I think this is the best Hindi I can speak right now. We're going to be starting with the game anytime. हम just update के लिए रुके हैं with regards to when the game is going to start. 1:30 is the official time for the game to start. I think both the teams start कर रहे हैं with regards to connecting, since these games are played on different servers, क्योंकि ये games दूसरे servers पे खेले जाते हैं. ये फिलहाल connect करने की कोशिश कर रहे होंगे, and since the distance between India and Korea is not the closest, it may take a little time to connect with regards to the servers. But how's the Josh, guys? I am sure आपको बहुत ही मजा आ रहा है, and you all know that India is going to qualify today because we believe, मुझे पता है कि आप लोग भी भरोसा रख रहे हो कि इंडिया की टीम कंटिन्यू करने वाली है. And I'm going to be mixing Hindi and English just for all our spectators out here because we want all of y'all to make sure that you guys enjoy the stream, you guys cheer for India, and you guys make sure that we go ahead and represent our country and make our country proud on the global stage. Just to let you all know, we are talking about FIFA, the game that EA Sports has produced. ये FIFA E Nation Series की बात हो रही है जहां पे दुनिया के बहुत सारे nations compete करने वाले हैं against each other in order to be crowned the champion. Now India, since Asia में India आता है, we are going to be qualifying from Asia and the Oceania region. Depending on the top 4 of this region, we'll be going ahead and qualifying if we win 2 matches in total. So इंडिया की कोशिश रहेगी कि पहले कोरिया रिपब्लिक के सामने मैच जीते, बट इन एनी रीजन, बिकॉज ऑफ एनी रीजंस, इफ वी गो अहेड एंड लूज दिस गेम, वी विल स्टिल हैव अनदर चांस. ये है एक डबल एलिमिनेशन फॉर्मेट, एंड नाउ एज वी कैन सी द गेम इज अंडरवे. इंडिया खेल रही है लिवरपूल वाले किट में, एंड द ब्लैक किट दैट यू कैन सी इज फॉर कोरिया. आई एम गोना बी कंटिन्यूइंग विद इंग्लिश विद रिगार्ड्स टू द कास्टिंग ऑफ दिस गेम. हियर इज João Cancelo फॉर इंडिया राइट नाउ. R9, the original Ronaldo, trying to break into the penalty box, trying to make a guess, and that's some good defending by the Korean defenders, making sure that it's only a corner. Here is Saint Maximin trying to enter, and that's a beautiful cross into Zulin. There's nobody at the far post. Van der Sar for Korea, make sure that he makes the save. It's still 0-0. It's going to be a 90-minute game. That is a big giveaway, but that's some good press high up the field by our Indian E-Tigers. They need to make sure that they get that lead right in the first leg, right, in the start of this game to put that pressure on Korea. And here is Team Korea trying to now make sure that they create something on their own. Kylian Mbappe recently signed a bumper contract with PSG, is in here for Korea, who gets the ball again, tries to go on that left wing, but that is well defended by Pele out of all people. Marcelo now with the throw-in, trying to look for a player who's free, and here he is finding Nkunku, who gives it to Mbappe. Jude Bellingham on the ball, gives it to Vinicius Junior, tries to do that elastico, but our Indian E-Tigers were absolutely ready for what was coming next. Here Saint Maximin again, going ahead, trying to slow it down, plays it to João Cancelo, who now plays the ball to Ruben Diaz, and who's switched the play right to Da Costa. Koulibaly now with the ball in defense. Indians not rushing any attack at all. Here's Cancelo again. That's the switch that can be very dangerous for Korea. And here we go. The stride and well defended by them, who give the ball now to R9, who have been very patient. Now Korea and India, both of them seem to be very patient with regards to the attack. आप देख सकते हैं both these teams ये लोग बिल्कुल rush नहीं कर रहे हैं. I think both of them, they know the importance of getting that first goal. दोस्तों हम सभी जानते हैं फर्स्ट गोल फीफा के गेम में या फिर फुटबॉल के गेम में कितना इंपॉर्टेंट होता है. And right now, that's what both these teams have in mind. That's some good pressure put on by our E-Tigers, but the ball has been given away. Hakimi defends it for Korea, and Bellingham now with the ball to Ruud Gullit, who's possibly going to be there in every team because of the caliber that he has when it comes to this game. Here's Marcelo, plays it back to Militao, who now plays it to Ruud on the other side. Korea looking a little threatening. They're trying to get into this game now. India needs to see a little more of the ball. Marquinhos passes it on once again to Marcelo. No real attacking threat right now, but that's going to be a corner for Korea Republic, and India has to make sure that they defend this corner absolutely well. And it's going to be a great task for them because that's a good technique that's used. Just to let you guys know, it's a 2 versus 2 that we are playing right now. Charanjot Singh and Saransh are representing India in this game. I am not very sure of the players who are representing Korea, but we are going to just call them as Team Korea right now, who are trying for that cross, as you can see with Marcelo. And I think Team India must have read it, but Mbappe now on the lines. That is a good clearance, almost a hassle out there in defense, but good composure out there by Charanjot and Sarans to make sure that the goal does not count, and it's still 0-0. And back to doing what they do best, holding the ball and then being patient and attacking. Bellingham plays it back to Ruben Diaz, back to Bellingham. Ruben Diaz, of course, has been a rock of a defender for Manchester City, and Team India would be hoping that he turns out to be a rock of a defender for them as well. Cancelo plays it to Bellingham, and who now plays it to Pele, who has acres of space. Here's Kylian Mbappe once again. Both these players, I mean, both these teams have similar players in them, which is the point of FIFA Ultimate Team, trying to make sure that you make the best team out of everything that you get for all the grind that you have for all these hours that you do. And Korea Republic now trying to attack once again on the flanks. I think they've chosen the left flank to attack. Marcelo, Mbappe are the ones who are on that flank. And Mbappe right now pushing the ball back. Is in Kuku, who gives it to Hullet, who's lost the ball, and that's safe in the hands of Edwin van der Sar, the monster goalkeeper. Hopefully, he puts up a monstrous throw for Team India today. Here's Da Costa on the right flank, plays it to Bellingham in the center, switches it up to Joao Cancelo. I think Team India has come up with that action plan of making sure that they make this pitch as big as possible with those cross-field passes, with those cross-field crosses. And here is another cross coming in towards R9, but that's well defended by, I think that was Marquinhos, who made sure that the danger was cleared very well. Militao now passes the ball on to Bellingham, and that is some good interception out there by Pele for Team India. Saint Maximin trying to keep the ball, making sure that he has that possession, that extra space. Will he take the shot? Gives it to R9 in the box. Very dangerous. Ruud Gullit inside, almost inside the box, trying to, just wriggle his way through. That is some good stuff out here. And Mbappe with a beautiful low through ball for Korea Republic, gives it to R9. But that is as calm and composed as you like by Team India and by Ruben Diaz, who, as I was speaking, has to put up a performance against these amazing attackers that Team Korea have. And right now, fairly a very even game with both these teams making sure that they do not give away the ball cheaply, do not concede a goal thanks to a mistake, and that's what they both have in mind. But both of them knowing the caliber that they have. Team India, of course, 900 points, finishing second in the playoffs, I mean, in the rankings, and Korea Republic, of course, finishing seventh. So both these teams, there is a reason they are here, and they both know how it feels to be at the top of this game. But here is Team India, who for sure know what to do in this situation, and that is well defended by Korea again. And that's going to be a corner in favor of Team India, who would like to make the most of this set piece, considering it's the 45th minute. There can be, as they say, there's a 45th minute glitch where you can always score when it's the end of extra time. They're trying something out here. I think it's going to be towards Hullet. Is that going to be a shot directly? It is a shot. It falls to R9. That's going to be a shot, but that is a big save by Van der Sar. 0-0 is what it ends at halftime right now. No goals, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness, this is going to be a great, 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 great game for sure. But Team India needs to make sure that we go ahead and score that first goal. We've been close on multiple occasions, but this is going to be an absolute cracker of a game as it has started already. First half of the first leg right now, ladies and gentlemen. Team India 0, Team Korea 0. But it's a game of three more halves, because at least we have three more halves, as this is an home and away game. And we have only entered the first half of the first game. Team India possibly had the best of the chances. They were good in attack, they were good in defense, and we're going to start with the second half right away. Thank you for all the comments out here. Make sure you go ahead and spam Team India's name, Team India's flag in the comments, and celebrate every attack, celebrate every save, celebrate every goal, so that we all know that we are in this together. And today, all these three boys are representing the entire country, trying to make us proud on the global stage in the game EA Sports FIFA. Now, here's the start of the second half. Team Korea, of course, looking to make the most of the kickoff. But that is a beautiful steal and a beautiful through ball by Bellingham to Mbappe. One versus one chance. Mbappe in the clear. That is the first goal for Team India. Mbappe, the richest footballer right now on the planet, the youngest, the most valuable footballer, goes ahead and makes it 1-0 to India. That is the George that we needed, guys. Make sure you go ahead and type it out in the chat. Team India has scored. Kylian Mbappe has scored for Team India. 1-0 already. And we have 40 more minutes of the first leg to go. And knowing Charanjot and Saranj, they do not like to stop at 1-0. They will for sure make sure they increase this lead. But as I was saying, whenever you make a mistake, these players are so good that they can make you pay for it. Korea lost the ball very cheaply in the middle of the field, and Jude Bellingham just needed one through ball to open up Mbappe. And after that, these players, Charanjot and Saransh, are so good in this position that they went ahead and, oh my goodness me, Ruud Gullit had a great chance. But I do not know if that was a miss kick, if that was a block that hit Hoodle again. But oh my goodness me, that was a heart in the mouth moment for me. And I'm sure for all of you all, it's 1-0 still to India. And that is gonna stay the same way for now. But Korea now looking a little more threatening, little more coming up with a little more attacking intent. India have to make sure they do not lose the ball cheaply, because Korea are now trying to press and making sure that they do not let India get away with this. Here is Pere to Bellingham. Ruben Diaz plays it to Hullet. Bellingham, who provided that beautiful assist to Kylian Mbappe for the finish. So both these players, Charanjot and Saransh, were involved in that goal, making sure that they were cool, calm and composed to do that. Here is Hullet trying to win the ball. I think that was meant to be on the left flank. But here's Hullet who wins the ball back. A lot of space out here on the flank for Saint Maximin, who is going to try and weave his magic as he normally does for Newcastle. But right now, Korea has made sure that the magic wand has been taken away from Team India. But Team India, of course, have these two little magicians with them who are in the form of their life right now, and they have to replicate that form, of course, for Team India in the FIFA E-Nations Playoffs 2022. That is some good play by Korea, and they found some space with Ronaldo. But Ruben Diaz, once again, for me, right now, the man of the match with his monstrous tackling every time they are near him. Here is Cancelo's been forward a lot of times, pass it to Saint Maximin inside the box, and that he is unfortunately not gonna count because it's only gonna be a corner. But we have a pause cued right now, I think by Korea, because they know they want to go ahead and get that goal. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, 1-0 with around 65, 66 in-game minutes played, and we still are in the lead. We're just going to wait for this pause to be done with the Korea and India, hopefully making the right changes to make this match a little more interesting. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I know we are rooting for India, but at the end of the day, we also want to see a lot of goals. We want to see a lot of excitement, a lot of thrills, a lot of action, and nothing better than a sport without which comes down to the wire, a game that goes down to the wire, a last minute winner or a last minute miss or a last minute penalty or anything like that. I want India to win, obviously, and I'm sure everybody wants them to win. But we all want India to make a statement and win this with style, so that everybody remembers Team India on the global stage when it comes to FIFA. 66 minutes gone. Corner to India right now. And let's see what strategy are they going to use. They've gone short again. And it's Kylian Mbappe, the goal scorer, who's now in a good position. Crosses it out on the other wing, but that's ball lost. And again, Ruben Diaz trying to do his best. But Vinicius this time too strong for them. Here's Christopher Nkunku, who's on the flanks, but that is some monstrous defending once again by Team India. Bellingham with another through ball to none other than Mbappe, who has a lot of players in the center, but he unfortunately can only win a throw in for now. But they can always make the most of these throw ins because here is Cristiano Ronaldo on the field. So I think the attacking intent is clear. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of crosses because Cristiano Ronaldo, of course, a beast in this game, just like he is in real life. Right foot, left foot, header, long distance goals. He can do it all, and that's what they'll have in mind with Ronaldo on the field. Here's Mbappe, passes it back to Bellingham, to Hullet, to Bellingham, to Mbappe, or to and who's going to try and make the most of this. But no, I think Pele has been substituted now, and that's Cristiano Ronaldo who's replaced him. So one goal scoring machine comes on to replace the other goal scoring machine. And talking about goal scoring machines, here is the phenomenal R9, of course, who takes the throw it. Once again, India looking calm and composed. 15 in-game minutes more to hold on. I'm sure that's not going to be. I mean, it looks very easy, but these two players are playing under a lot of pressure right now. Here is Cristiano Ronaldo on the ball. He's inside the box. He's taken a touch. He's got another chance. Saint Maximin is going to make it 2-0 for sure. Team India have now taken a 2-0 lead. A lucky goal, but a very, very well-deserved goal. Come on, everybody. We need to see the Indian flags in the chat. We need to see Team Indian players in the Team India mentioned in the chat. Sorry for my excitement. I am way too excited right now. Multitasking, checking the other scores as well. But 2-0 as expected. India has scored the other goal that we were looking for. There is some comfort zone now for these players. And as I was saying, knowing these two players, we for sure know that they're not going to stop at 2-0. They are always looking for more goals. They are always looking to make a statement. And Team Korea right now have to do something to make this match a little interesting. And that's what they have in mind out here. And unfortunately, that is a goal scored by R9. And that's credit where due. That was a good goal taken by them. They made it look very easy. But we have another lead that we have a lead that we have right now. It's 2-1 to Team India, and it's still not done. 8 in-game minutes left. I think you all can sense that I am a little nervous right now for my countrymen, of course, who are representing India. Both these players are my friends. They're some great guys. They've played big tournaments before, and I'm sure they know what they are into because that's what they have in mind. This is the response we were talking about. Kylian Mbappe once again. I am absolutely certain that 3-1 is going to be a huge task for Team Korea to come back from. And wow, what a response. I think this is what we were lacking. This is the mentality that we need. If you can score one, we can score one immediately too. That's what they've just done after scoring two. And they are not intending to stop. Ronaldo, R9, lot of space out here for a lot of players. Good try, good read by Team Korea. Okay, R9 out there was too tired to make that run on its own, considering that it was the 90th minute. But that's good defending by Korea as well. And now India's turn to defend and to make sure they did not concede at the final attempt. They will absolutely not concede. Van der Sar with the block. And oh my goodness, Da Costa with the biggest block that you would have seen today to make sure that the scoreline remains India 3, Korea 1, which means 1-0 lead to India in the best of two that we are playing right now. Everybody, I need you all to make sure that you all go ahead and spam India's flag, spam India's name, because we've just won the first leg. The job is half done. We still have more goals. We still have more goals to go. And we're just going to take a look at the goals that happened. This was Korea's goal, of course. I'm sure Saranj and Charanjot are analyzing what went wrong and what could have been right out there. Because that one through ball, opened up the players. And I think the switching at that point, unfortunately, did not go as planned for Team India. But regardless, they made sure that they have the response ready because they're going to be going. Okay, they're going to be going into the second game very soon. But what a game of FIFA have we just witnessed, ladies and gentlemen. I was lost for words. I was at my maximum energy when they scored the first, second, and third goal. I have to admit, I did feel a little low when they conceded the goal because you know how the game of FIFA is. Whenever you are 2-0 up, a lot of negative things start to happen. That's what happened. But knowing these Indian E-Tigers, they made sure to convert every negativity into positivity, made sure they got that third goal, and now it's FIFA Team India 3, FIFA Team Korea 1. and we have another leg to go. I am loving the excitement that you all have in the chat. बहुत ही मजा आ रहा है मुझे आपके कमेंट्स पढ़ने में, बहुत ही अच्छा लग रहा है आपका जोश देखने में, एंड यही सपोर्ट चाहिए इंडियन फुटबॉल टीम को, इंडियन फीफा टीम को आपसे. एंड आई एम गोना बी नाउ टॉकिंग हिंदी और इंग्लिश दोनों में, जस्ट सो दैट ऑल आवर ऑडियंस फील्स appreciated. And let me just tell you, without you all we are incomplete. आप लोगों के बिना हम भी अधूरे हैं. एंड बहुत ही अच्छा लग रहा है आपका सपोर्ट देख के. एंड थैंक यू एवरीवन फॉर योर काइंड वर्ड्स. This is the first time India is competing in the FIFAe Nations because we have been eligible this time. That is correct. We still have second leg, जो second game है between Korea and India, जो बाकी है अभी. First leg के बाद score है 3-1. All my friends out there, make sure you go ahead and call your friends as well, because we are witnessing history. I've been repeating this many times because I want to make sure that all of us are part of this historical day today and tomorrow. Of course, both these days, India is going to be hopefully in Denmark representing our country against the other top FIFA playing countries. Now, Charanjot and Saransh have won the first game against Korea. एक और लेग बची हुई है जिसके बाद we'll know the update of the other games as well. I'm going to try and see अगर बाकी के scores वहां पे updated है, and also update you all on the same right now. But what a great game did we have. Go ahead and make sure you let me know about how you felt with regards to this game. The game between Malaysia and Singapore right now has been updated. Singapore ने जीत लिया है वो game by 1-0, and we're still waiting on updates from Hong Kong and Australia and Indonesia and Japan. But Malaysia and Singapore, of course, ranked 4th and 5th, very close when it comes to the rankings. And Singapore has gone ahead and won that game by 1-0. Korea and India are going to be playing the second leg in any time. I am just going to make sure that I take a look at the updates. And dosto, in the meanwhile, make sure you go ahead and keep this Josh, keep this energy alive in the chat. We have a lot of people out there in the chat, and we're going to make sure that we appreciate each and every one of you guys. अभी फिलहाल हमारे पास 87 people है जो देख रहे हैं ये स्ट्रीम को. Let's make it more than 100. Invite कीजिए अपने friends को. Make sure you call them all, because we need to make sure that we support India all the way throughout this tournament. And thank you for all your kind words, whoever is watching, whoever is appreciating it. Let's be very honest. Today is the day that Team India makes history, and we all are going to be a part of it. There are 3 Indian FIFA players जो हमें represent कर रहे हैं आज against a lot of players from Asia. Charanjot Singh, Saransh Jain, and Sid Chandrana. And I can see a lot of comments. I need you all to make sure that you support Indian FIFA and Indian football, because we all have to start somewhere. हमें हमेशा शुरुआत करनी पड़ती है कहीं से. India is going to win the FIFA series. India is also going to win against Afghanistan for sure. And I think it's just a matter of time till we see Indian football and Indian FIFA progress on the global stage. And it's only going to be possible with your support, guys. Okay, and just to let you know, it's an home and away game, but the result is going to be on aggregate. That is going to be after 2 legs. So I'll be updating you all on the same. Right now, our aggregate is a 3-1 lead. फिलहाल हमारा जो aggregate lead है वो है 3-1. And second game के बाद हमें पता चलेगा depending on the result. But I'm very confident that India is going to go ahead and clutch this game against Korea, and then we'll have a look at the other results as well. We're just waiting for the next game to start. These players are trying to connect. These players are trying to set up. It's amazing to see the support in the chat right now, guys, for the Indian FIFA team, for the Indian football team. And I am very, very, very sure that we can go ahead and get some more people to watch in. I can see the numbers increasing, and hopefully we'll be having more than 100 people when India plays the second leg against Korea. Let's see what happens very soon. I am here with you all reading all the comments. Let's just take I'm here reading all the comments. I'm just seeing how it goes, and I'll be starting with the casting as soon as the game starts. Okay, so welcome again, guys. We are into the second leg right now. इस बार इंडिया खेलने वाली है with the Inter Milan black and blue kit, whereas Korea will be playing with the red kit. And as you can see, it's Team India 3, Korea 1 after the first leg. We are now into the second leg. I've also got an update that Hong Kong has beaten Australia by 2 goals to 0. Malaysia has been defeated by Singapore 1 goal to 0. And Indonesia and Japan have drawn their first game. But right now, our attention is back to Team India versus Team Korea because India is looking to create history and you guys are going to be a part of witnessing this history. Inter Milan की किट में फिलहाल खेल रही है India and Cancelo again with the ball beautifully plays it to Ruben Diaz who was a monster in that first leg and a beast of a defender in real life, a beast of a defender in FIFA. Charanjot Singh and Saran Jain playing this game right now for India, knowing that one goal in this leg may kill the entire tie. And I think both these players know how important the first goal is going to be right now because it's going to give them a 4-1 aggregate lead. But that is some good press, that is some good play overall by both these teams. Right now, if you ask me what's happening, it's Korea who has to attack and Team India can sit back and enjoy the show for now, considering that they have a 2 goal lead. But this is what can happen if they go ahead and sit back because Ronaldo had a shot, and that is a big save by Van der Sar. A big save, a clutch save to make sure that the goal does not go in, the ball does not go in the back of the net. And oh my goodness me, that was a heart in the mouth moment again. And India is playing a little risky right now. But here is R9 who gets the ball to Pele somehow. He has players overlapping on the wing. He has players who are back in there for him. Bullet to Bellingham, who passes it to R9, who has some space, switches the flank right away to Cancelo, who now is going to try and find a player, but that is going to be won back by Korea. That's some good defending up there. And Rude Hullet right now trying to find R9, who is not going to be faster than Ruben Diaz for this time. Koulibaly making sure that Takasta and the entire defense is in control. Wow, what a start have we had. We had a great chance for Team Korea, but that was well saved thanks to some good goalkeeping movement by Team India, who now have the ball again. Saint Maximin, who's going to try and weave his magic once again on that left flank. Look at him twisting, turning, trying to get the ball to Mbappe or R9. But this time it's only a Team Korea member who can get the ball away. Team Korea looks like they have that plan and that action plan in place because they're trying to find those lob through balls from Hulit to R9. But Team India has a counter plan as well because they've won the ball again. Remember, they scored the first goal by winning the ball in that midfield area and by releasing that through ball. That's another mistake out here by Team Korea. Here is Saint Maximin again, who has the ball, who's going to try and find somebody because Korea has a lot of defenders out there. But that is some good play out here. Maximin is going to try and cut it back. Somebody is going to take the ball from him for sure. Here is Ruud Gullit, who's been intercepted by Ruud Gullit by Team Korea. Vinicius Jr. now passes it on to Nkunku, who's given the ball to Mbappe. This is going to be for sure fatal for Team Korea if they keep doing this. Here's Pele, who has Mbappe in that area, but unfortunately the off-balance pass does not reach Kylian Mbappe. I'm sure the idea was right, but the execution wasn't. But here is Bellingham, who makes sure that there is no risk involved, plays it back to Ruben Diaz, who's now making sure that the ball is with Cancelo out wide. Once again, making the pitch as big as possible, stretching these Korea players throughout the pitch so that they can get those gaps in defense. And Team India, of course, right now playing as if the score is 0-0. That's what we want to see from them. You know, they're not playing any negative football. They are waiting for Korea to attack, and they're playing exactly the way they did in the first leg. They are, of course, having that 3-1 comfortable lead right now. A 2 goal lead is always better than a 1 goal lead, and that's what they can do. They have some breathing space to take a risk. Here is Ruud Gullit, who takes that finish shot from outside the box. The ball lands exactly where Team India wanted. Ruud Gullit proving why he is so crucial in every team. When it comes to attack, when it comes to passing, when it comes to goals, he has just scored a beautiful goal. And once again, everybody, time to show the Josh in the chat right now. Team India playing in the Inter Milan kit. Make sure you spam the Indian flag. Make sure you spam India's name in the chat because we are for sure going to the next round. A 4-1 aggregate lead right now with around 16 game minutes still to go. That should see us through. But right now, we still have a lot more of the game left. We are going to go back in the game feed very soon, but let me know your thoughts about that goal. Amazingly taken by, amazingly taken. I get the feed as well after refreshing on my screen, and I can see the chat absolutely go wild right now. India is absolutely wild as well because we are now in a 4-1 lead, and here we go. The is starting now after that beautiful blue goal. As I said, Korea 1, India 4. That's on aggregate. 10 minutes left for India to go ahead in the winners bracket right now. Here's Vinicius to Hullet. Korea must be hoping that their Ruud Hullet comes up with something spectacular as well. Vinicius Jr. in the middle of the field, trying to weave his. Oh, that's a beautiful ball from Korea. Is that going to be offside? It is not offside, and it is 1-1. Korea with the reply right there, and Kuku with the reply. He had a great season playing for his team, and he's just continued his form out here in the virtual game as well. But still, there is a lot of breathing space. We are back to where we started from. 4-2 on aggregate. There's still a 2-goal lead, and we still have around 55 in-game minutes left. Saransh and Charanjot, that's a wake-up call for them to make sure that they do not take Korea lightly. But everybody, let me assure you, the way they made a comeback in the first leg, I mean, with regards to scoring as soon as they conceded, they can still do it in this leg. But this is going to be a great task out here in front of them because Korea is now attacking. Neymar Jr. is on the field as well, considered to be one of the best players when it comes to FIFA, thanks to his skills, thanks to his 5-star weak foot, and thanks to his passing and dribbling attributes. Here is Bellingham out here, who's wide right now, behind Marquinhos, which is a surprise, who's going to try and get the ball to Neymar Jr., which he does very easily. Ruud Gullit now inside the box. Kylian Mbappe twisting, turning, but our defenders absolutely like a rock. And look who was there to defend. Ruud Gullit, the man of the match right now. He's been scoring, he's been creating, he's been defending as well. And just what Team India wants every player right now to do. And I'm sure all of you who are watching want to experience the same thing as well. We have 95 people watching. Come on, guys, we need 4 more or 5 more to make sure that we cross that 100 mark. We can do this. We all want to see Team India winning against Korea together and progressing through the stages. Here goes Team India again, trying to get the ball in the back of the net. That's going to be the end of the first half. What a first half has this been. I did mention that we want to see a lot of action, a lot of drama, and this has been the same way. A lot of thrills, a lot of chills. 1 goal each at the end of the first half. But as you can see on your screen, the aggregate score is what matters right now. After 2 legs, we've played 3 halves right now. There's another half of FIFA left. But after these 3 halves, the aggregate score right now is India 4, Korea 2, and that is something that's going to be uh, very crucial going into the second half because Team India are going to work on their strategy. And looking at how this has progressed, both these teams are already ready for the second half. And here is Bellingham for Team India, passes it on to Ruben Diaz, and now gives it to Da Costa. Team India, of course, once again have that strategy in mind. Even if they score or concede, they want to make sure that they stretch these Korean players throughout the field by making the field look as big as possible. And look at those passes from left back to right back, from right back to left back, trying to make sure that Korean players attack and do not sit back. Cancelo has Bellingham in the center, who has Ruud Gullit, who can take a shot once again, who tries to pass it on to Mbappe in a very amazingly driven pass which was given, but well read by Team Korea. Now that's going to be Van der Sar keeping the ball down, passes it to Marquinhos, to Militao, to the goal scorer Nkunku, who made a beautiful run. And once he got into that position, we knew the caliber of these Korean players to make sure that they can finish that off with ease under any amount of pressure. But talking about caliber, talking about capabilities, and talking about potential, the Indian E-Tigers have it all. They are absolute beasts when it comes to this game in 1 versus 1. They are good at 2 versus 2, and they are certainly worth representing India and making us all proud. But here is Ronaldo for Korea, who passes it on to Vinicius Jr., who takes it a little too early with regards to who releases the ball a little too early. And credit by due, that was well read by Team India's defenders as well. And here's Ruud Gullit once again making sure that the ball is out wide. This time to Cancelo, who now passes it on to Pele, who has acres of space right now there to try and cut it back to Mbappe. Now that's a mistake. Will that be fatal? R9 with the chance, and that is well defended by Korea under a lot of pressure to now get the ball back to their own R9, who now passes it on to Vinicius Junior, the player who won Real Madrid the 14th UCL title by scoring the only goal of the game. And Korea must be hoping that Vinicius Junior can score for them too, to try and make sure that they can go ahead and get something into this game. But here is R9, Vinicius Junior once again, R9 in the center, beautifully read by Ruben Diaz and by Team India, well intercepted. The ball is still with us, and here is Mbappe now on the wings, right wing, one of the most dangerous positions for Mbappe. That's well defended by Militao, who plays it on to Bellingham. Marquinhos back to Bellingham, back to Militao. Korea, I think, are taking a deep breath right now because they need to make sure that they are calm and composed in this situation. But here is Team India pressing them, making sure they do not get into attack so easily. And this is some good football. This is some good FIFA on display out here, ladies and gentlemen. 35 in-game minutes, sorry, 25 in-game minutes more left for India to hold on to that two-goal lead. And that defense looks like they do not want to concede any more goals. R9 playing it safe to Van der Sar, to the beast Ruben Diaz, now to Da Costa, who plays it out to Saint Maximin, who is now on the other wing, who plays it to Kylian Mbappe. The beautiful goal that he scored in the first leg, of course, to make sure that India gets the lead. And Mbappe once again, wow, that is some amazing composure shown out there, and that's good defending by Team Korea, who are now trying to get that goal because they know they need to get that goal in the next few minutes. If not, India is just going to keep the ball and try to score the next goal to kill this game off. But right now, Korea, if they have to make this match interesting, they need a goal within the next, at least within the next 7 in-game minutes, to try and put some pressure on India. But that's what they have in mind. R9 is inside the box, again, and oh my goodness me, that is some great defending by these great Indian players who are making sure that the defense is rock solid. They made one mistake in the first half, they paid off for it, and they're making sure that they'll not let any player pass through that defensive wall. And here is Team India with acres of space. Saint Maximin, Mbappe in the center. Mbappe has a lot of space as well. Is he going to pass it again? No, he's going to try and take everyone through. And that's well defended by Marcelo to make sure that Team India does not increase the lead. Here is Vinicius Junior, and Korea this time refraining from that lob through or that direct through ball that they had. And they tried to do what they did in the first leg by trying to cross it from Marcelo. I think, of course, they are listening to my commentary. As soon as I said that, they absolutely stopped doing it. And but what India has not stopped is trying to attack. Here, Saint Maximin, 5 players in the middle. One of them is Ruud Gullit, and who's now played it back, making sure India is playing this safe. They know how to see this game off, and they know what needs to be done. But that is not a pass they were expecting. But luckily, they won the ball back. Pele now with acres of space for Cancelo out wide, and that's what he does, making sure that they do not force the ball, they do not make any unforced error, and that is some good play out here. Mbappe, acres of space once again. He's going to pass it out wide. 5 in-game minutes left, guys. I mean, I know it's never over until it's over, but everyone in the chat, let's start celebrating because we are up here. We are up here out there trying to make history once again by qualifying for the finals, and we are going to be one step closer. 3 in-game minutes left, 2 goals in the lead for Team India, and I am pretty sure that this is going to be game, set and match, and the job is going to be well done because we have the ball now, and even if we lose it, there is no way Team India is going to concede 2 in the last 2 minutes. But Korea wants to change that, and oh my god, I'm hoping the commentator's curse does not strike because Korea has scored a goal with 1 in-game minute left to go, and oh my goodness me, let's just hope the commentator's curse is not real and Team India can hold on to this lead. The aggregate right now is 4 goals to 3 for Team India, with Korea leading the second leg by 2 goals to 1. And my goodness me, I am very nervous right now, and I can only hope and only imagine the pressure that would be on Charanjot and Saransh and Sid right now, who are playing this game together. It's a 2 versus 2 format, of course, and it's going to be an absolute cracker of a game. As I was hoping, we were hoping for some drama, for some thrill, and that's what we've got here. But knowing Team India, I have my fingers crossed right now. They have done it. They are through to the next round, and oh my God, I cannot tell you how relieved I am right now, because had they conceded one more, I am sure everybody would have said this is the commentator's curse. But Team India, Charanjot, Saransh, and Sid, congratulations, we are through to the next round. One win away from qualifying to the finals at Denmark, Copenhagen, and wow, I am out of words right now, but I'm not out of energy, and I want to make sure that you guys are not out of energy, because we have gone ahead and made it through to the next round, one win away from the from the E Nation finals. And I'm going to take a look at the other results as well. What a game of FIFA have we had! Korea won the second leg by 2 goals to 1, but Team India goes ahead on aggregate 4 goals to 3. Close as it gets, dramatic as it gets, action packed as it gets. This is what sport is about, and this is what competitive FIFA is about. But kudos to our boys. Hard luck to Team Korea. Of course, they did a great job right from the first leg till the second, pushing Team India right till the end. But what a game! What two games of FIFA have we had right now? I'm going to try and see if the other results are updated. Right now, we do not have an update on them. But ladies and gentlemen, go ahead. Make sure that you type India's name. Make sure you spam India's flag, because this is going to be a great, great game. I'm going to read the comments and answer a lot of your questions. This is organized by the All India Football Federation and EA Sports together. The finals are going to be played for EA Sports FIFA. But yes, Team India, this is organized by the Indian football team, and our E-Tigers today are Charanjot Singh, Sarah Jain, and Sid Chandrana. Let me go ahead on Twitch as well. We have a lot of people watching on both these platforms, and I can only thank all you guys. दोस्तों, आप सभी का धन्यवाद कि आप सब हमारे साथ बने हुए हैं. इंडिया ने अभी अभी कोरिया के सामने विजय प्राप्त की है बाय winning 4 goals to 3 on aggregate, and this has been possibly one of the best performance under pressure by these two players, and we are just gonna hope that they can continue with the same. I think we are gonna go and take a small break right now, but do not go away, because we will be back very, very, very soon. Make sure you invite all your friends. I'll be back very soon with the new matches, and with the next match that we have, of course, one win away. We'll see you on the other side. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the All India Football Federation FIFA E-Nations Playoffs 2022. Just to give you a small recap, in our game one, India faced Korea Republic and went on to win the game by 4 goals to 3. जी हाँ दोस्तों, हमारा फर्स्ट गेम रहा हमारी तरफ by 4 goals to 3, जहां इंडिया ने हराया कोरिया को. And our next game is going to be up against Japan, another mighty FIFA playing nation. But India has सिर्फ एक win away from qualifying to the finals of the FIFA E-Nation Series, which will be held at Copenhagen in Denmark in July. And just to give you a recap, the first game was absolutely exciting, was absolutely thrillful, was amazingly entertaining for sure because we headed into the game with a 3-1 lead after the first leg, and then we went on to lose the second leg by 2 goals to 1. But if you calculate, we still went on to qualify by winning on aggregate by 4 goals to 3. The second game between India and Japan will start anytime soon. So make sure you start inviting your friends again, the people that were there for the first game and the ones who left. We are going to be doing that as well because the game is going to start very soon. In the meantime, I am also going to update you on the bracket of the other scores that have been playing and the other scores that have happened. Australia lost the first game to Hong Kong 2-0, but made a 4-0 comeback in the second leg. And Singapore went on to defeat Malaysia by 4 goals to 2 as well. So Australia versus Singapore and Japan versus India. The winners of this game go on and meet each other, but they both will qualify. And the loser bracket or the lower bracket, Hong Kong versus Malaysia and Indonesia versus Korea Republic. So Indonesia, Korea Republic, and Malaysia, Hong Kong. The loser of the game, whoever loses the game individually, will be knocked out and will not be able to qualify for the FIFA E-Nations playoffs and for the FIFA E-Nations grand finals. Of course, that's going to happen at Copenhagen. Once again, thank you everyone for your this for the support that you all have given. Make sure you invite all your friends out there as well because the game is going to start hopefully in the next few minutes. We're just waiting for an update. The teams will be settled in and it's going to be a cracker of a game for sure because coming up next, as you can see on the screen, Japan versus India. Team India 1 game away from winning, and I think they will need all your support in the chat. They will need all your prayers and blessings from back home. Now, Indian football, Indian FIFA is growing on the global stage, and it is only possible because of you guys. So, thank you everyone for taking out your time and watching all these games, watching all these streams. I'm just going to talk in Hindi as well, as requested by a lot of my friends out there in the chat. दोस्तों हमारे पास आज ये जो मौका है एक वापस हिस्ट्री को विटनेस करने का बहुत ही बड़ा मौका है, बहुत ही बढ़िया मौका है. तो मेक श्योर कि आप अपने दोस्तों को बुलाएं, आप अपने सभी जान पहचान वालों को बुलाएं जिन्हें फुटबॉल पसंद है, जिन्हें ई स्पोर्ट्स की गेम फीफा पसंद है. बिकॉज चरणजोत सिंह, सारांश जैन और सिर चंद्राना जो इंडिया को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं आज इस फीफा ई नेशंस प्लेऑफ्स में, वो फिर से compete करने वाले हैं जापान के अगेंस्ट अगले गेम में. और इस गेम को जीतने के बाद अगर ये गेम जीत जाते हैं तो वो क्वालिफाई कर जाएंगे फॉर द फीफा ई नेशन सीरीज 2022, जहां पूरी दुनिया के टॉप फीफा प्लेइंग कंट्रीज होने वाले हैं. एंड इन केस अगर वो ये गेम हार जाते हैं, उनके पास फिर भी एक और मौका होगा टू गो हेड एंड क्वालिफाई फॉर द फाइनल्स. सो if they lose, they still have a chance because we are still in the winners bracket. If they win, they directly qualify and still go ahead and compete in this playoffs for better seedings. And as you can see on your screen right now, we are getting ready for the game. Team India will be playing the first game in the Liverpool kit, which is the red kit, and Japan will be playing in the other kit. Both of them have a super solid squad, and Team India and Japan coming into this game after winning their first games respectively. So let's get this started, guys. We need to see those comments. We need to see the Josh for Team India, and we need to see Team India creating history with all of you guys witnessing it live. And here we go, Da Costa with the ball on the right flank. Same strategy as before. Team India making the pitch look as big as possible. And here we go again. Bellingham plays it to Pele. Pele plays it to Da Costa. And Team India being patient once again. Switching the ball to Cancelo, who has Mbappe, who has Maximin, who has Ronaldo, the R9 Ronaldo, of course. Three strikers were playing, and that's a great tackle by Ruud Gullit. But unfortunately, nobody near him to win the ball back from him. Now, here goes Marcelo for Japan, who are playing in the white kit. Let me just remind you once again, we have Liverpool kit for India right now, and Japan playing in the white kit. And here's Militao, tries to switch it across to Hakimi right now, who is gonna pass it, and who's the ball has been intercepted now by Team India. Saint Maximin has the ball with him, plays it back to Cancelo. No rush in attack, no wrong decisions, no unforced errors. That's what India has been improving on, and that's what they're doing. Here's Koulibaly, who plays the ball wide again to Cancelo, who has Maximin with him for support, who has R9 in the box, Mbappe at the far post. But that's well read by the Japanese defenders. But that's some great pressure, great interception out here. Saint Maximin to Cancelo, who has Ronaldo, who has Ruud Gullit, who can take shots from here. We all know that. But Ruud Gullit intercepts Ruud Gullit's pass to make sure that the danger has been cleared. But Team India looking rock solid right now. Every time they lose the ball, they win it within few moments. That's the intent, that's the obsession, that's the passion we need to see from these players. Charanjot Singh and Saransh Jain are playing the same game again, and the same two players representing India for this fixture as well. Here goes Cancelo, right again on that wing, trying to play as an attacking wing back who now passes it in the center. Bellingham, of course, who has beautiful passing and vision, who can create from these situations. Bullet, who can create, who can shoot, who can score, who can defend. R9, who can for sure score. And oh my goodness, he got into the box, but did not get enough space to get the shot away. Now Vinicius Jr. to Neymar, and oh my god, that's a lot of space out here for Ronaldo. R9, and that has hit the post, which means we are safe, and that is not a goal. Japan must be furious right now that they've not scored the opener, and India must be feeling lucky that they haven't conceded it, but a shock decision in defense. Something I've never seen these two players play like, because that was defense opening up too easily with one through ball, and Japan must be absolutely furious that they could not get the ball in the back of the net. But the game is still not over. The game has just started, and that's a wake-up call for Team India that they cannot be leaving so many gaps in defense while they try to attack. Here is Pele, who's got in the box who's just got into the box so easily, but unfortunately has lost the ball very easily too. Kylian Mbappe now for Team Japan, trying to create something from the left wing for them, whereas Kylian Mbappe for Team India is playing on the right wing. Hold it to Mbappe, to Neymar Jr., who's inside the box, who's going to pass it to Ronaldo. Big block by Koulibaly and Team India. Still the score remains at 0-0, and Japan must be feeling this is one of those games where you may not be able to score, and Team India now know that they have to capitalize on this, because this is what FIFA is all about. If your opponent does not score, if your opponent does not convert, you convert and make them pay, and that's what any competitive sport is about as well. Now Team India taking their time in attack. Pele in the middle of the box. Here's Mbappe, right wing, trying to get into the box, but that's good defending out there by Marcelo, who plays it now to Gullit, to Mbappe, and won the ball back by India pretty easily. Pele to Gullit. Lot of space in the center. Is that going to be a shot? It is going to be a shot. Is that going to be a goal? No, it hits the crossbar. And oh my word, mate, that could have been 1-0 to India. So one crossbar for India, one post for Japan, 0 goals each for both these teams. But absolute 100 out of 100 excitement, 100 out of 100 entertainment for all of us who are watching. Come on, everybody. We need more people to go ahead and watch this. And it's going to be a very tough game. And just to answer a question which I read in the chat, of course, why not cross? Depending on the situation, this game is not very much meta when it comes to crossing. Plus, the defenders that Japan are playing with do have better aerial ability than the strikers that we have right now for Team India, who are better with their shooting when it comes to left or right foot. And Van Dijk, of course, is a great card as well. But since this is Ultimate Team, and Charanjot and Saransh have chosen players who would suit their play style the best. And talking about play styles, here is Mbappe in the box, and that is unfortunately not converted because Van der Sar made himself big enough that the goal looked very, very, very small in front of him, and India had to make sure that the ball was lost out there. Korea again trying to resurface from the straight attack and trying to make sure that they get, Japan, of course, trying to make sure that they get that first goal and not India, considering that both of them have been unlucky at least once in this game. But Japan looking very dangerous every time they try to attack, and I thought the ball went out, but that is not the case. Mbappe has kept the ball in, and that's good defending by Da Costa to make sure that the lines are clear. Danger time, of course, 40 to 45 minutes, one of the most dangerous time in any football or FIFA game because your opponent always wants to be the last person to attack, and most of the times the last attack is converted, and that's not something that India would like to see right now. It's still 0-0, just the way it was between India and Korea in the first India and Korea in the first leg that we played. But here's Japan. Now I think they're going to try and attack because they did not have enough time. They wanted to make that last attack, but then the referee had other plans, blew the whistle right away. So it's 0-0 right now. Team India and Team Japan, both of them have hit the post and crossbar respectively, and it's going to be crazy. Look at the formation that India is playing with: 4-3-2-1. These Indian E-Tigers know what they're doing. They know their play style. They have the attacking play style. They have a defensive play style, and they for sure know what works best for them. But right now, they do know that they need the first goal in this game to make sure that they have a big foot in the grand finals, which will be held at Copenhagen in Denmark. One win away, three halves away. Let's just hope that they can clutch it in this game itself and then go on to hopefully even win the entire playoffs. Now, this is going to be absolutely crazy. This is going to be absolutely crucial. I'm going to go ahead and just read the comments in the chat as well. Absolutely, the plan is very simple. Japan is playing counter attack, but then what matters is who scores that goal. Any tactic, any play style, any style of play, I mean, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, when it comes to FIFA, what matters is the final result, the number of shots, the number of goal posts hit, the number of saves, the number of misses. Nothing, unfortunately, will matter apart from the number of goals scored. But yes, to each its own, whatever suits these teams, they're going to do that. But let's just wait and hope that these guys can go ahead. Indian team, of course, can go ahead and get those goals that they're looking at and qualify for the E-Nations playoffs. I mean, the E-Nation series in Denmark. Let's go into the second half now with Japan kicking us off with that white kit and India again, of course, in the red kit. Now, Japan, as most of you all may not know, FIFA, of course, there is this myth that they have a kickoff glitch wherein the first team to attack from kickoff can score. And India have now won the ball, which means they have the first attack from kickoff. And Pele in here, there is R9. I don't think that's going to be a cross unless it's a low ribbon. And that is a pass to R9. Mbappe, I'm sorry, that's R9 in the center, trying to win the ball back, tries to win the ball back, gets a corner. So this time, let's see what strategy they use. They've called a player in front, and they're going to go short with the Pele now having the ball, who is absolutely in the box beautifully, but unfortunately the shot gets deflected off him, and that's going to be a goal kick. Militao now to Marquinhos. Japan and Korea, of course, had a very, very, very similar team, apart from some changes that they have, because Japan has Neymar Jr. from the start, but here is Ashraf Hakimi, the speed demon, absolutely getting inside the box for Japan, and that is to Neymar Jr., and that is a big save by Edwin van der Sar for India. It still stays at 0-0. And guys, we have to celebrate each and every save as well, because we need the Josh in the chat. Team India has to celebrate all of these for sure, because they know the more Japan keeps missing, the more pressure piles up on them, and India can go ahead and seize the moment by converting the first chance that they get after this one. But right now, Japan have other ideas. Here is Bellingham, who's inside the box, well defended by Ruud Gullit and by Koulibaly, who now has the ball and who's going to try and get the attack going with Da Costa on the right wing, the right back position. Plays it back to Ruben Diaz, switches it up to João Cancelo once again. Man City to Man City, Portugal to Portugal. That's the link that these guys want to play with. And here's Da Costa again. Now he has a lot of space on the wings with Pele, and this time we may actually see a cross coming in, but Pele chooses not to go for the cross. Unfortunately, the Elastico is done the wrong way, and that's not the way that we wanted to see. But regardless, the ball is out for goal kick, and Japan now have the ball in the middle of the park, who are also trying to make this pitch as big as possible for the Indian players to stress them out, because they know they can find those gaps in attack every time India goes forward and they try to counter. But India, absolutely brilliant defensive display so far, intercepting a lot of these balls. And here is Saint Maximin trying to work his magic once again like he did in the first leg. Ruud Gullit scored a goal for India in the first game. Pele, oh my goodness me, that's a beautiful ball. But R9 lets it run to Mbappe, but Van der Sar goes ahead and intercepts it to make sure that the game remains at 0-0 after 65 in game minutes. Hakimi has other ideas, but so do the defenders of Team India. Rude Hullet now plays it to Maximin again. The plan for India is very clear. They are trying to attack from the wing using the cutback or using that extra man to pass the ball back to create those openings. Bellingham, Ruben Diaz, Koulibaly now plays it back to Cancelo, but that is well defended and well intercepted by Vinicius Junior, who's playing absolutely amazingly for Japan right now in this game. But India, of course, for sure know that they can get that first goal and they can get that momentum going. Talking about momentum, ladies and gentlemen, one of the most crucial things in FIFA is momentum. And if India could get that first goal and get that momentum going, I am sure they're going to make this through. And here is Hullet now, who has the chance, plays it to Pele, has a chance to shoot, well defended by Japan. There's a reason why they've reached so far in this playoffs as well. They are some absolute top quality players, just like Charanjot, Saransh, and Sid, and they're not gonna let India score so easily. And I'm sure Team India is not gonna let Japan score easily either. But they both have Van der Sar on goal, who've been crucial for both these teams all throughout the tournament. Neymar Jr. tries to find R9 in the box, but it's well dealt with by Koulibaly and Cancelo, who now has the ball to Saint Maximin. Rude Hullet gives it to Bellingham. A pause has been queued already, as you can see on your screen. So we know that both these teams are looking to make some changes, maybe change their attackers, maybe change their midfield, and get a little more firepower. They know the importance of getting a result in that first leg. But here is Japan now making the pitch big once again by switching the flanks. Mbappe on the left wing, Rude Hullet in the center for both these teams, trying to work something out to get the ball in a dangerous situation. Neymar Jr. can score from there as well. You never know how good this player is, how good the card of this player is. But at this time, we do know how good the Indian defense is because they made sure that there is no space to attack for these players. The ball is still in play. Remember, the pause was queued around the 62nd minute. It's almost 20 in-game minutes now, and the ball has not gone out of play. And let's hope the ball goes out of play only when Team India scores. Here is Rude Hullet. Dangerous position. Is he going to take a shot? Not enough space. Passes it back to Bellingham. Passes it all the way back to Da Costa. Trying to get some defenders attracted towards him to get a little more space in that center from where R9, Mbappe or Pele can take a shot. Now comes across towards Mbappe, but that's going to be well dealt with by Team Japan. Marcelo now with the ball and the left back position. Militao to Marcelo, the Real Madrid and Brazil connection, of course. And both these players, both these teams know what they are doing right now. And Japan, just like they did in the first leg, gonna be patient, wait for the final attack at the 90th minute or the 89th minute for sure. They are gonna make sure that Team India does not get this attack, and Team India doing everything to make sure they win the ball back and force them into some mistake. But here is Japan. That's time up. They have to go ahead and attack now unless they are playing for a draw. But looks like they are going to try and attack. Here we go. Hakimi now plays the ball in front to Vinicius Jr. That's going to be easily dealt with by Cancelo. He's going to take the ball out, and that is going to be 0-0 at the end of the first leg. That's absolutely a freakingly fast game. As we can see, Japan are freakingly fast when they're on the ball. Yes, they are. I think Japan know that all the things that they want to do, the only thing that they want to do is go ahead and make sure that they score that goal on the counter. They do not worry about creating. They're not worrying about keeping the ball. I think their game plan is clear. They want to go ahead and just make sure they score. But yes, right now it's 0-0. We still have one more leg left. Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I just got an update that the second leg is going to be starting very soon. But guys, the first game did not have goals, but had a lot of drama, a lot of action. One post, one crossbar, multiple saves, multiple chances missed, multiple moments of magic, and multiple moments where our hearts were in our mouth. But right now it's still 0-0, and we still have a chance of qualifying to the finals, of course. We still have another leg coming up, and if India could win that leg, it's a very simple equation right now. Since this is aggregate after two games, it's going to be the winner of this game who's going to go ahead and win this one. Let's just hope it doesn't go to extra time or penalties, because we for sure will not have the nerve to go ahead and maintain that composure or the pressure that we are experiencing right now. As you all can see on your screen, second leg coming up. First leg, Japan 0, India 0. I am going to go ahead and read the chats as well. So if you all know anything, if you all have any questions regards to FIFA with regards to this game, you all can ask me as well. This is 2 versus 2 that's happening. India has 3 players, but 2 of them are playing and representing us right now. That's Charanjot Singh and Saran Jain. And we also have Sid Chandrana, of course, who is a part of the E Nations team, E Nations squad right now. But right now, Charanjot Singh and Saran Jain who are playing up for India, and Japan, of course, a very, very, very strong team. In case you all want to play such tournaments, you all want to be updated with the Indian football scene or in the Indian FIFA scene, make sure to go ahead and follow Indian football on Instagram. That's INDIANFOOTBALL on Instagram. And you can also find us on our website, www.the-aiff.com. We're also there on Facebook and Twitter. Now, in case we win this game, we directly qualify. In case we lose, do not worry, we still have another chance. Since this is a double elimination format, I would request for the bracket to be on stage so that our audience can get a clear idea of how things work. So right now we are playing M6. That's game 6. Now, in case we win, we qualify and we go on to M12, which will be winner match 5 and winner match 6. But in case we go on to lose, we still have another chance because we will go on to M9. That's LM6. Oh, sorry. Uh, we will go on to M9. That's correct. That's loser match 6 and winner match 7. So we still have a chance to qualify, and we just need 2 games, out of which one has been done already. So let's just hope that we do not have to go through the lower bracket to go through to the FIFA Nation series, but we can absolutely believe, we can absolutely uh, understand that we are able to do this, and we are going to do this for sure. The second leg is going to come up anytime soon. Japan versus India. For the ones who missed it, the first leg has ended 0-0, which means it's all to play for in the second leg that we have coming up next. One win away from going to Denmark, Copenhagen, but the tournament will still go on to find out better seedings for the finals, of course. So we also have a stream tomorrow, and we'll keep doing this. After this game as well, I'll keep on updating you all as to what happens. But let me know your predictions for the second leg, guys. I can see a lot of you all very active in the chat. We have around 70 people watching. Make sure you let me know your predictions in the second leg. What do you think is going to be the score? Is India going to win? Is India going to lose? I'm sure you all want India to win, but let me know the score that you think that's going to happen in the next one. I'm just going to wait for an update for the game to start, and I'll be back with you all as soon as the game is on. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The second leg, the all-important leg for Team India, is now underway. Japan are still playing in the white kit, and India are playing in the red Liverpool kit right now. Japan and India both need to win this game to qualify directly for the FIFA E-Nation Series 2022, which will be held at Copenhagen in Denmark. But the loser of this game will go into the lower bracket. But India right now have only one intention: Ronaldo on the wings to Saint Maximin. Good defense out there by Japan. These players are very solid when it comes to defense, when it comes to anticipation, and when it comes to interceptions. But so is Team India, and I'm sure they just need that one chance to make sure they make them pay, and that one chance is coming for sure. Now here's Cancelo, no pressure, plays the ball back to Koulibaly, no risks taken out there. Bellingham plays it wide to Da Costa, who's going to try and find somebody in the center, and that option looks like it's going to be Hullet. No, it's going to be Saint Maximin for this time, who tries to go on the edge of the box, tries to find Mbappe, who could not get past Militao despite of all the attacking threat that he possesses. But here's Militao again on the ball, plays it to Marquinhos. And here is Hakimi back to Marquinhos. Japan this time making sure they play the way India did in the first game by depriving the opponent of the ball, passing the ball around the pitch, making it look as big as possible, stretching the opponent's players, to get those spaces, to get those gaps in defense. And Neymar Jr., of course, the player that India has not gone with in this one. The only difference I think that they have in this team right now. And he's going to try and make sure that he proves a point to everyone that how important he is. And here's R9, of course, getting the ball back in a very dangerous midfield position. Vinicius Jr. was the one who scored that final goal for Real Madrid in the UCL to help them in their 14th Champions League. And Japan would be hoping he can do something in this game. And India, of course, would be hoping that their firepower up front with Kylian Mbappe, Pele, and R9, someone from them score that first goal for Team India to make sure they have a big foot in that finals, of course. But only time will tell what happens. 15 in-game minutes gone, and we still haven't seen a shot registered or an attack in this leg because both these defenses are rock solid and they for sure know the opponent very well. It looks like Team India and Japan have studied their games very well because they are cancelling each other out. And the only threat that Team India has is not conceding on the counters. Here's Cancelo coming in front, trying to get the ball into R9. He has the ball to R9 to Bellingham, who leaves it for Mbappe. And oh my God, the ball does not reach Mbappe right very good where he would have wanted, which is why the shot could not be taken. But here is Mbappe for Japan, leaving Da Costa on the floor. And now that's a switch right to, left to the right to Hakimi. Here's Vinicius Jr. finding Neymar Jr., the two Brazilian magicians, two of the most skillful players in the world, and in this game, trying to combine to create some skills and some magic for Japan. But Team India defending like it is war right now. And here we go. Here is Saint Maximin on the right wing, as we've seen him multiple times throughout. Both these games that India has played. Now goes back to Da Costa, to Hullet, who has that space, who can take those long range shots. Bellingham, of course, I have not seen him shoot a lot, but he's the one who can create, and that's what he's trying to do. R9 has some space. Get that ball in the back of the net somehow, tries to pass it to Mbappe, who was in a great position, but unfortunately for India, that was not counted as Japan have been defending for their lives as well. And we'll just go ahead and hope that we go ahead and get the ball in the back of the net because Indian FIFA needs this goal. All of you watching in the chat need the next goal to be from Team India so that we go ahead and book our place in the FIFA E-Nation Series 2022 at Copenhagen in Denmark. A win guarantees that we go through. A defeat makes sure that we have to play one more game at least to go through and keep winning right till the end. Now, here is Team India trying to attack again. 13 game minutes gone. This is going to be a very, very crucial situation. Ruben Diaz with the ball for Team India. Plays it to his Man City and Portugal counterpart, Cancelo, who passes it on to Bellingham, who plans and beautifully gets the ball to Pele, who's now in a very dangerous position. Here is R9, can take a shot, cannot take a shot, gets the ball with Mbappe. Mbappe can take a shot for sure, but that is a big, big, big save by Edwin van der Sar, and credit where due. I have a feeling that was some good goalkeeper movement by Japan, and they made sure that they narrow the angle down, and Edwin van der Sar once again crucial in making that save, which makes sure that the score still remains at 0-0. Now, here goes Team Japan trying to attack from the left with Kylian Mbappe, who is now given the ball to Hullet, gets the ball back. Good defense by the beast, Ruben Diaz. Now here's Saint Maximin. Now he's going to go ahead and pass the ball on to Hullet. Ruben Diaz keeping the ball, passing it back to Hullet, passing it to Bellingham. Here's Hullet again. A lot of those spaces are now starting to open up. Kylian Mbappe, Saint Maximin, India for sure. I think Japan has read their plan that they are trying to attack from that right or from those wings, but it's just not working out for them right now. India may have to come up with a new strategy, but Japan reading all the attacks very well, and so is India. 42 minutes gone, and now we all know what Japan is going to do. Keep the ball till the 44th, and then go ahead and try to get that one last attack to hopefully just get ahead and get that one attack to get the goal, hopefully. Now that's what they're looking for. Passes it on to Marcelo on the wings. I have no clue what Japan is trying to do out here because they're not attacking when they get the ball, and they're losing the ball very cheaply. But that's going to be a foul, and that's not going to be half time. That's going to be a foul, and a foul on the 45th minute, something that makes me very nervous when I play FIFA, and I am sure Charanjot and Saransh have experienced such situations before, and they can manage to hold on to this Japanese. Oh my goodness me, that is not a goal. I had my heart in the mouth as well. As soon as Hullet jumped high, the score remains at 0-0. It's a game of four halves in total with two games. Three halves are done, zero goals scored. And it's all to play for in the second half. And my goodness me, I think Saransh and Charanjot have to put up a performance of a lifetime if they have to go ahead and win this game. They have a very great team. They have a very great bench as well, and they for sure know they can go ahead and get the result. They did not want to concede the first goal. It looks like whoever scores the first goal is going to go ahead and win this game, and it's going to be a very, very tough thing. But regardless, this is a very close game altogether. Of course, Japanese team, when it comes to FIFA, when it comes to esports, is a very, very great team, and they are very good at what they do when it comes to gaming. India, of course, a growing nation, our players have made us proud on the global stage, and that's what they have in mind today as well. There's another half left to qualify directly into the finals of the FIFA E-Nation Series 2022. What happens, only time will tell. The next 10 minutes are going to be crucial. I am sure Saransh and Charanjot are working on plan A, plan B, and all the other plans that they've been practicing. And Japan, of course, will not make it easy considering how good they are at this game. And it's just a matter of time until we see who goes ahead and wins this. But I need to see the Josh in the chat. Come on, guys, all of us who are watching, we have 130 people watching right now, and we need more of you all to go ahead and get people out there to watch, because this is history. You and me are witnessing history right now, and we can be a part of this history to remember this day forever and for ages to come. And right now, we are in the second half. Cancelo to Bellingham. We know what India has in mind. We know what they're trying to do. They want to make sure that they can stretch the Japanese defenders as much as they can. But both these teams, of course, have been defending so well that they've made these amazing attackers look pretty boring. But right now, once again out there, that is not the way the final execution was planned by Team India. And Team Japan now has the ball again, and they can breathe that sigh of relief once again, just like we've been doing every time Japan has the ball in attack. Now Japan playing the ball back to Marquinhos, not risking anything, going ahead and making sure that they just see their time off with regards to making sure that India presses them in front so that some gaps open in defense, because both these teams did not have a great first half when it comes to attacking football, but their defensive display was absolutely amazing, and both these teams tried to cancel each other around midfield. Here is Hullet, and oh my goodness, man, Hullet has scored the goal for Japan. Rude Hullet, out of all people, from a Marcelo cross, continued the run, took the ball down. 1-0 to Japan right now, and we will still have a lot of time to make a comeback, and that's what Indians have been doing. This is gonna be an absolute mountain to climb for India right now. But they say when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. And these two lads, Saransh and Charanjot, are the toughest out there, and they will for sure find a reply to this goal that they've conceded. And that's what they have in mind. Cancelo once again on that wing, trying to play that ball back to Bellingham. Bellingham has a lot of options, but Japan are now defending in numbers. They know that one goal lead is enough to see them through, and they have just one player attacking for them right now. They're going to play on the counter with India now, trying to make sure that they come out all guns blazing and trying to get that goal, put all the pressure on the Japanese defenders, hoping that they commit some error. But here goes Japan again, looking calm and composed. They have done that job of scoring the first goal. India have cued the pause, and let's just see what happens from here. Here's Marcelo for Japan, who put that beautiful cross towards Hullet once again, who's done it again. And Hullet had a great back header out there that he did. But here is Bellingham, and here is India now, who have a great chance. R9 making the run. Bellingham has the ball with him right now, finds Hullet, who can take shots from anywhere, who has R9 at his disposal, and who's trying to look for the best option. Japan have too many bodies behind for India to try and create some space there. They will need some individual magic, and that's what Mbappe can bring. Mbappe has a chance. Mbappe tries to pass it to R9, who does not have the ball, and that's going to be a foul and not a penalty. And no, I thought that's going to be a penalty or a chance for Team India to score, but it's only a foul. But that's good attacking intent from Team India. There is still a chance. We are still not done. We are going ahead. We still have a chance. As long as we are in this game, we believe it is not over until it is over, and there's still a chance. We know that these two boys are capable of making the comeback, and I am pretty sure that it's a matter of time wherein they equalize and hopefully go ahead and get that winning goal as well. 1-0 right now to Japan with I think over 16 game minutes played. Let's see what happens after this pause is done. They're just doing the changes that they feel are going to be best for the teams. I think Team India is going to come out all guns blazing. They're going to make sure that their attacking intent is absolutely on another level, but that will leave a little space out there in defense. But whatever happens, I think they know they have to go ahead and get those goals. They've not made any changes, but they've changed the formation, and they've gone ahead and made sure that their attacking, defensive, and neutral plan is all set based on how they want to change it. But we're heading into the game now. 66 in game minutes done, 24 in game minutes left, and there is still a chance for us to make sure that we can make that comeback. If anyone can do it, it is these three boys that you see on your screen: Charanjot Singh, Saransh Jain, Sid Chandrana. Three of the best players in India. I mean, there are some more, but these three guys have been very, very, very consistent throughout. I mean, a lot of seasons, and they for sure can go ahead and prove a point out here. Now, a lot of discussions happening for sure. Is that going to be a change coming in? Is that going to be just positions being switched? Only time will tell. I think they know it's a very difficult situation for them, and they have to play all their cards, put everything on the table right now for the nation, and let's just hope they can go ahead and clutch this game against Japan. And I can see a lot of comments for Indian FIFA, for Indian football, and I am sure both our E-Tigers and our National Tigers are going to come up victorious today. And at the end of the day, we're all going to be feeling proud about being a part of this nation who is very good and very growing when it comes to football and FIFA. 18 seconds more for this game to start. Team India experimenting a lot right now. They have a plan A, they have a plan B, they have a plan C, and they have a plan D. And I am sure they're going to choose the right plan to make sure that they get what matters the most in this game right now. At least one goal to head into extra time, or possibly make sure that they score two and go ahead and settle this up. That's another pause queued for a 90-second pause, and I do not know what's happening right now. Maybe it's Japan trying to frustrate the Indian players, trying to make sure that they lose that momentum that they have. Because as you all could see, before the pause went in, Team India had that momentum trying to get that goal, and only time will tell. I'm just going to go ahead and read this thing. Absolutely, Saket. I do see your message. Good move. Hope we win against Afghanistan today as well. I am very, very, very sure. And we go ahead and win this. My name is Selvin, and I will be coming on camera as soon as this game ends. But I'm just hoping that I come on camera very, very, very happy if Team India goes on to win this. Just to let you guys know, in case we win, we directly qualify for the FIFA E-Nation Series 2022 grand finale, which happens between 27th to 30th July in Copenhagen in Denmark. And if we lose, we will have another chance, because this is going to be a lower bracket for Team India. In case we lose, that means we still will be only one win away from winning and qualifying to the finals. But right now, we're just waiting for the pause to be over so that we can go ahead and start and watch the remaining 24 in-game minutes that we have. Possibly the biggest 24 in-game minutes of the season for Team India's E-Tigers. And I can only expect some great support from you guys for these players, some prayers as well. We go into the game now. Japan, after having killed all the momentum, now have the ball back from that free kick. Marcelo, who had that wonderful assist with a wonderful pass, who has. Okay, Japan have made their changes. Team India looks like they're continuing with the same team. Here is Mbappe, R9 making the run. They have Maximin towards the wide areas as well. Pele now passes it on to Marcelo, who's on for Team India as well. Let's hope they can produce some of the beautiful crosses that Marcelo produced for Team Japan. And here is Ruud Gullit, the man who scored for Japan. Can he score for India as well? He can certainly bang those in from there. This time chooses to pass, trying to go for that surprise element. Well read by Japan, cancelling out the shot, cancelling out the pass as well. And oh my goodness, look at the space R9 has right now. This is looking dangerous. He passes it on. That is a big goal line clearance by Marcelo to keep India in this game. Should have been 2-0, but stays at 1-0, which means India is going to feel all the positivity trying to get that goal. They can do this for sure, and they need all the luck in the world. They need all the prayers in the world right now to make sure that they get that next goal and stop Japan from getting that goal. But Japan looks like they've queued a pause, or I think that was India who's queued a pause, and that is a red card for Koulibaly. And the last thing I wanted to see right now, that was not a red card challenge, but that has been given as a red, which means India will now have one defender less, and they are going to change that formation. They are going to change that play style. They're going to make some changes for sure, because now they have to attack as much as they can, but while defending, they're going to be there with one man less. Koulibaly has been sent off for a reckless challenge, and I did not know what did they have in mind, but whatever it is, we will have to accept the fact that we're now going to play with 10 players in the game. But Messi, possibly the greatest player of all time, is now in as well, and let's hope he can replicate the form that he replicated with Argentina and score a goal, assist a goal, and get that man of the match performance for Team India. But this is an absolute shock in case this happens, and this is going to be very, very, very tough for India right now. But right now, okay, I cannot confirm the prize money at this stage because we do not have an update on it. But as soon as we do, I will make sure that I update you on the same. Right now, the prize money has not been declared, but you can follow us on Instagram, Indian Football, or you can follow us on Facebook or Twitter, and they will keep updating with regards to all the details, with regards to all these prize money, the dates of the event, the games, how you all can participate, etc. But right now, our attention is back to the game. India have a player less, have a goal less, and what they don't have on their side is time. 15 in-game minutes. Japan making sure that they do not hurry up anything. They want to keep the ball. They want to frustrate the opposition. They know they've got their job done with that goal, and they know luck is on their side with that. Oh my goodness me, that could have been game set and match for them if that would have been a goal. But right now, India can still believe. We still have a chance. Remember, if it's 1-1, it's still a chance for Team India. Now, Cristiano Ronaldo is on the field. Ruud Gullit is on the field. Lionel Messi is on the field. There is a lot of chances that can happen, a lot of magic that can happen, a lot of things that can happen. But right now, India, a lot of players in that attacking box, leaving the spaces in defense. They need to somehow get that shot on target, get a penalty, get something or the other, because Japan are defending for their lives and India are attacking with everything that they have right now. 18 game minutes left. Bellingham, Messi has a chance to take the finesse, tries the finesse, good block by Ruud Gullit, but Bellingham now passes it back to Gullit. I think it's going to be all India attacking for the next 5 to 6 minutes. Messi once again with the finesse. Is that a goal? No, that's just outside the crossbar. And I think Edwin van der Sar had it covered, but India have their intention clear. They are going to go for those shots. They are going to force everything right now to try and get that goal, and look at the defensive gaps that are there because India is playing attack. Mbappe versus Cancelo, two speed demons, of course. They can go ahead, and Japan are not trying to attack, and luckily they get the ball to Mbappe again. That's going to be a corner, and a very agonizingly painful corner to watch as an Indian fan right now. But Japan, I'm sure, are going to play it short and just going to shield the ball, or maybe just make sure that they waste as much time as possible. Of course, they are pleased. They are experiencing the pressure as well. They do not want to do anything that can lead any mistake that can lead to them conceding a goal. But India have to give everything that they have right now. But Ronaldo is absolutely flying out there. And somehow India needs to get the ball back. They do get the ball back. Cancelo, one last minute. Bellingham, there is space. He has to get the ball firstly inside our half, which he does. The ball is now with Messi. Now with Hullet, just 30 seconds left, and that is not the pass they were looking for, which means India have lost this game. But we still have a chance of qualifying. We won the first game against Korea Republic by 4 goals to 3, which means we went in the winners bracket. But now we've lost the game to Japan by 1 goal to 0, which means we will go to the lower bracket. We still have a chance. If we could win the next game, we'll still qualify. It all depends on what happens in the next game now. But oh my god, what a game of FIFA have we experienced out here. Some bad decisions by Team India, some great decisions by Team Japan, but it comes down to these moments always. And at the end of the day, what matters, as I say, is the number of goals that were scored. It doesn't matter who had more possession, who had more shots, who created more chances, or who played well, did the most number of skills. What matters is who went ahead and won the game. And right now, it is Japan who's gone ahead and won the game. Credits to them. Congratulations, of course, to Japan for qualifying to the finals of the FIFA E Nation Series. And I think we're going to head into a short break right now with an update of the other scores as well. Ladies and gentlemen, do not go away. We'll be back very soon with the next round. Hello, everyone, and welcome in again to the All India Football Federation FIFA E-Nations Playoffs 2022. I know I sound a little low because India has unfortunately lost their last game against Japan, but as they say, the sun will rise upon us again, the sun will shine upon us again. We have another chance to go ahead and make sure that we make, cement our place in the finals of the FIFA E-Nation Series 2022 at Copenhagen in Denmark by winning our next game, which is against Malaysia, which is going to be starting anytime soon. For everyone who's just joined in, just to give you a recap, Team India has played two games today. They won the first game against Korea Republic by 4 goals to 3, and unfortunately lost the second game against Japan by 1 goal to 0. We needed two games. We needed to win two games to qualify for the grand finale at Denmark, but we won one and we lost one. And the next game is all to play for. The winner goes to Denmark. The loser, unfortunately, will be eliminated from the playoffs and will not be able to qualify for the final event. I'm also getting an update that the game between Malaysia and India is going to be starting soon. In the meanwhile, we'll just take a look at the brackets, and I would also request all of you all to go ahead and invite your friends because the game is going to be starting anytime soon. So Australia and India, the two top seeds, are unfortunately in the lower bracket. India versus Malaysia up next. Australia versus Korea Republic is going to happen as well. The winner of India versus Malaysia qualifies directly for the grand finals along with Singapore and Japan, who have already qualified. So congratulations to Singapore and Japan for qualifying and sealing their place in the FIFA E-Nation Series. Australia and Korea Republic are in the same situation as India and Malaysia. Winner qualifies, and the loser of the game unfortunately will be eliminated. Now, despite of the result, let's say if India wins this game, we will be done for the day, but tomorrow we'll be back again, hoping that we go ahead and win the entire playoff, which is for the Asia and Oceania region, and which is going to affect the seedings going in the tournament. Now, this is going to be a great game, and I would request everyone to make sure that you have the entire support that you can give to the Indian E Tigers right now for this game. India, Malaysia is going to be starting very soon. One game all, winner takes all. This is going to be possibly the biggest game of the careers of CJ, Saransh, and Sid. Of course, they've played some great games domestically. They've played some great games on a national level. They've played some great games internationally as well. But this is their chance to do this for their country. Last season, of course, we failed at this very same stage where we lacked out, where we missed out by just one game. And today is the chance for us to rewrite history. And together we can all be a part of this history by supporting our E Tigers, who will be playing up against Malaysia next. This is going to happen right in the next few minutes. So we're going to go up to the coming up screen. It's going to be Malaysia versus India, two legs of FIFA. It's going to be aggregate score just like last time. I am pretty sure that India has worked on a new plan, and it's going to be a great game for sure. Let's just see what happens. I'm with you reading the comments, and I'll be answering the comments. If you have anything for me, please do let me know. I think a lot of us believe that India is going to qualify for the finals. I do believe as well. I'm sure everyone who's watching believes, and we need more people to come out here and support our Indian E Tigers. And we need a lot of your support for sure. These E Tigers, of course, are going to give everything that they have. We are heading into the game now. India versus Malaysia. One last time today. Two legs of FIFA left. India playing in the red Liverpool kit. Malaysia playing in the white kit. This is it. This is the final battle for the day. India, Malaysia. Let's see who conquers this result. Now, here we go. India with Ronaldo on the right. Similar strategy once again, trying to cut in. And I have a feeling Malaysia would have seen India's game, and Indians would have seen the game played by Malaysia, of course, against Singapore, which was very close. And then Malaysia, of course, also went ahead and defeated Hong Kong to reach this stage. So here is India, of course, trying to make sure that they get that first goal like they did against Korea Republic. And unfortunately, they could not score in both the legs versus Japan, which was a low-scoring affair with only one goal at the end of two legs. But here we go again. Here's R9 for Malaysia. Passes it on to Hullet, the man who scored uh, for Japan, which was agonizingly difficult for us to bear. But as I said, the sun will shine upon us again, and that is the chance that we have with this game against Malaysia. But Malaysia are not looking like an easy opponent at all. They are coming here with a lot of momentum. They've defeated Hong Kong to reach here. They did lose the first game. I'm so sorry. They lost the first game against Singapore, and they then won against Hong Kong to reach the stage. So both these players, both these teams have lost a game, have won a game, and this is winner takes all, as I said, for qualifying into the grand finale, which will be played at Denmark from the 27th till the 30th of July. India playing in the red Liverpool kit. Here is Mbappe for India, who scored the first goal against Korea Republic, and I'm sure all of Indian football fans or Indian e-football fans are expecting some magic from Mbappe again. But of course, it looks like Karanjot and Saransh have the game plan set wherein they try to attack from the wings. For some reason, it has not worked out that well today, but I'm sure they have another plan A, plan B as well because they've been taking long shots. They've been trying to get into scoring positions. Considering how good the opponents are at defense, it is going to be difficult. But there we go with the first chance. I had a feeling that he's going to pass the ball back, but Vinicius Junior took the shot and Van der Sar made himself big to make sure that the score remains at 0-0. And here we go with the corner. Is that going to be a counter chance? It is going to be Bellingham. Plays it on to Pele, who plays it on to Mbappe, who has acres of space. It's Mbappe versus Militao. Out here, Militao has won the battle with regards to getting back in time. Oh, it goes for the shot, and that is a big save by Courtois, who's coming up clutch, just like he did against Liverpool in the finals of the UEFA Champions League earlier this month. And oh my word, mate, let's just hope that version of Courtois doesn't show up in this game, considering that India is wearing the Liverpool kit right now, and considering that Malaysia are playing in a white kit. The only thing we hope is they will settle the score like Salah wanted to settle it against Madrid. But here we go. Here's Pele trying to get in the box. He has a chance to shoot. Tries to delay it by a second. Well blocked by Team Malaysia. Now that's some absolute moments of madness that are happening, and we can expect a lot of these. A much more open game because both these teams know they cannot sit back and wait for the counter. They have to score that first goal. Cancelo wins the ball back. Here is R9 trying to get into position, but that's well defended by his teammate Cafu from the good old days, the early 90s and 2000s. Vinicius, the new Brazilian superstar, plays it on to Ronaldo, the original Brazilian superstar. But we have Ruben Diaz and Koulibaly in defense, who have made sure that they did not let these two Brazilians run riot in their defensive lines. And now here goes Da Costa, far ahead from his right back position, plays it back to Pele, and Pele now has a lot of space as well. Intercepted by Hullet, intercepted again by Pele, won the ball back. Vinicius gets the ball. Ronaldo now, R9 has a lot of space. I think that's Pele on the other, no, that's Saint Maximin who has a chance. R9 with a chance, is he going to take a shot? Well defended. Hullet now has the ball with Saint Maximin, and Team India trying, none of these players are wasting their time in midfield. As soon as they get the ball, they're trying to release it and go in attack. Ball given away cheaply by Team India. Saint Maximin to Vinicius Junior, who has a lot of space. Van der Sar with another big save, making sure that the ball does not end in the back of the net, and Cancelo making sure that Malaysia does not win a counter either. Here's Ronaldo now resurfacing the ball, trying to make something from this attack, and that's going to be a throw-in to Team India. And my goodness, amazing 10 to 15 minutes of FIFA we've seen here, but no goals. A lot of madness though. We've seen some big saves by Team India's Van der Sar. We've seen a big save by Team Malaysia's Courtois, and we've seen a lot of mistakes which we normally do not see by Team India or by Team Malaysia at this stage with regards to giving away the ball very cheaply in a very dangerous position. Now here's Pele on the wings once again. Da Costa was there with him, but Pele has lost the ball, and Da Costa has to make sure that he overlaps. Oh yeah, there he is as well. Saint Maximin now with the ball, passes it and gives it away to Cancelo. Not something we're used to seeing very often in this tournament. The ball being given away so cheaply, or shall I say some good defensive anticipation and interceptions out here from both Team India and Malaysia, cancelling attacks out. Pele now against the entire defensive line. Bellingham, Pele again, tries to run at Militao, but Militao too strong for Pele this time. Marcelo clearing the ball, three Brazilians in the mix there, two in defense and one in attack, but the two in defense too strong this time for possibly the greatest Brazilian of all time, Pele, who a lot of Indians would hope that comes up clutch for us today by scoring some goals, if not at least one goal, that would give us the most important lead in this game. But here is Maximin trying to give the lead to Malaysia. Intercepted by Koulibaly, gives it to Pele. Mbappe on the run. Three players in the center, including Bellingham, R9, and Ruud Gullit. Plays it back to Da Costa, back to Ruben Diaz. Switches it up, trying to find Cancelo. Finds Cancelo. Tried to release it first time, I think, but he took the touch, which is why Cafu got enough space to come ahead and cover and intercept that pass finally. Still a throw to Team India. Cancelo to Hullet, all the way back now to Koulibaly. Plays it to Ruben Diaz, who switches it all the way to Da Costa. Back to Diaz, waiting for Malaysia to attack with their attackers. I mean, to put the press on India's defenders with their attackers, trying to make the pitch big as they've been doing against Korea and Japan. Plays the ball to Koulibaly, risky pass. I think that was meant for Cancelo, but it ended up being to Koulibaly. But regardless, here's Cancelo in a very dangerous position, and Ruud Gullit, out of all people, coming out to intercept. That marks the end of the first half, which is 0-0 once again. Malaysia 0, India 0 at the end of the first half of the first leg in this all important eliminator game that we are seeing right now. Once again, the loser of the game will be eliminated, and the winner of the game will qualify to the finals. That is the grand finale, which will be played at Copenhagen in Denmark for the FIFA E-Nation Series. 45 more in-game minutes left. Only time will tell what happens. Let's see if they're making any changes or no. I am going to read your comments, and we're going to go into the second half right away. Yes, Team India kicking us off in the second half with their red Liverpool kit, of course. Now they have to make sure that they get that kickoff glitch, and there is Pele, who's gone on the wings. I think the ball, I think Team India would have expected Mbappe to release it with his right foot, but he released the ball with his left, which is why that fraction of a delay which took the ball away from Pele and gave it to the defenders. Pele, oh my word, man, I thought that's a inch perfect cross, but Courtois making himself big once again and collecting the ball with ease, making sure Koulibaly does not get at the end of it. Good attempt by India, but good read by Team Malaysia and by their goalkeeper Courtois. Now Malaysia with an attack of their own, trying to resurface right from the back, making sure that they do not give away the ball easily. Good attempt trying to find R9, but Koulibaly too strong for him in the air, and pull it again, winning the ball for India and making sure the ball stays with us. Bellingham to Pele, Mbappe in front. There is Cancelo who's got the ball now. He's trying to put it back for short to Gullit, who's now got it to Bellingham. We have a lot of space out here. R9, he's going to take a shot. He's going to score for sure. R9 scores the first goal. Team India take the lead as we wanted. Team India 1, Malaysia 0 in the all-important eliminator. Let's see the flags. Let's see India's name in the comments. We have the goal that we were looking for, and now it's all about defense. Team India 1, Team Malaysia 0. The first leg is going on right now, and this is what we needed. They win the ball back, they have the momentum. If they can score the second goal, it's going to be absolutely fatal for Malaysia, and that's what they have in mind. And that's only side netting by R9 this time, but it's a corner, and the chance is still not over. The danger is still not clear. We know how crucial these corners can be, and India, of course, taking it short. They know they cannot give away the ball for a counter in this area, but then they've lost the ball with Marquinhos dispossessing R9. But India do have numbers behind, and yes, Mane, of course, Sadio Mane had a fantastic season, 2 trophies with Liverpool, made sure that Senegal win AFCON, qualify for the World Cup, and he has led Malaysia to an attack, but Hullet has missed the header, and oh my god, another heart in the mouth moment. I had goosebumps out there, but luckily we've survived. Hullet has missed the header. The score stays at 1-0. India still in the lead. Maximin finds R9, the goal scorer, who has a lot of space. Finds Maximin again. Cancelo stopped his run for some reason. But here's Maximin. Is that a penalty? No, he's not gone down. He's been dispossessed. Here is Mbappe with the chance in the box. Oh, that's a great tackle by Malaysia's Militao. They are looking rock solid in defense. India knew they had to take the chance that they had. They've done it once. They can do it again. They're looking the more dangerous team right now. They have the momentum that we are looking for, and we just need to make sure that we get this goal right up and finish this first leg and go into the second leg with some breathing space. The 2-goal lead is going to be crucial for us for sure, but a 1-goal lead is never bad as well. Right now it's 1-0, 65 in-game minutes gone. Malaysia, all guns blazing, trying to attack. India trying to contain them, but Malaysia too strong with their attack, and I think that's Mbappe who scored the goal to make it 1-1. I have to admit, Malaysia and India have been very close in this game, but looks like we have to start from, we have to again go back to where we started from. It's Malaysia 1, India 1, 68 in-game minutes done, and it's going to be a pause queued, and India would be furious for conceding that goal so easily. But, as I said before, when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. And these three boys, Saraj, Charanjot, and Sid Chandrana, all three of them, of course, on their day are capable of defeating the best FIFA players in India. And no matter what combination plays, they are going to make sure that they play at their absolute best, especially when they represent India. We still have a lot of time. It's 1-1 right now in the first leg. Remember, we still have a second leg to go, and we're now back into the game with the pause ended. Malaysia with the ball. Bellingham trying to force the attack. Hold it. Oh, that's Marcelo out of all people who's come so much in front, which means they will have some spaces in defense. Lionel Messi is on the field as well. Kylian Mbappe now, who scored, of course, for Malaysia. We will be expecting Kylian Mbappe to score for India as well. But here he is again with the ball on the flanks. Cafu too strong today for Ronaldo and Mbappe, taking the ball off them again multiple times. Sadio Mane has been instrumental, of course, for Malaysia, creating those goals, making sure he drags those defenders with them. India needed that tackle from Bellingham badly. It's 3 versus 3. It's 2 versus 2 now, and it can be 2 versus 4 in a minute, and it is that way. And Ronaldo, of course, unfortunately dispossessed too easily, and Malaysia have that breathing space again. Hernandez, Theo Hernandez, of course, what a season did he have? He scored a wonder goal as well for AC Milan this season. And Vinicius Jr. again, what a great season for him considering how his previous seasons were at Real Madrid. And here is Lionel Messi, not the best season at PSG, but amazing at Argentina, and that's what everybody would be expecting of him for this season and for Team India as well. India losing the ball very cheaply. Malaysia putting all the pressure in the world on India right now. Pedri, the golden youngster, trying to pass it cheaply to Pele, loses the ball. India have the ball again. They need to calm down. They need to make sure that they do not give the ball away so cheaply. Here, we have another opportunity for sure. It's 80 minutes gone. There are still some more chances left in this game. Mbappe on the left wing has given the ball away to Cafu, who's having the game of his life right now. And there we go. He's now passed it on to Mbappe, who's gone ahead of Koulibaly. 1 versus 1 versus Van der Sar. The angle is too wide. Is that going to be a block? Yes, that's well read by India. And that's a big block, of course. R9 plays it on to Messi. It's 3 versus 1 at least. But Messi could not find Cristiano Ronaldo. Of course, there were three more defenders in front with four. The fourth one running behind, and that's not gone the way India would have wanted it to. But it's still a chance. We still have 5 in-game minutes. We'll at least have one attack from either of these teams. It's not over until it's not over, and that's what Malaysia have in mind. It's a big shot, big save by Van der Sar. The rebound does not land up on Sadio Mane's feet, and that's what keeps us going as well. India still have a chance. Rudolph tried to pass the ball, but a little too late out there. Bellingham with a beautiful interception. 2 in-game minutes left. India is for sure going to get one last attack here, and they have to make sure they get the ball. But Cafu once again dispossessing the Indian players. Mbappe has been dispossessed. He passes it on to Mane out here, who still has the ball, who passes it to Mbappe. That's going to be a corner for Malaysia, and no matter what, it's not going to be another chance for India for sure. They're going to try and clear this ball away, and it's going to be 1-1 after the first leg of this eliminator that we are playing right now. Winner qualifies, goes to Denmark. The loser of this game goes out, and 1-1 after the first leg, which means the second leg is all to play for. The winner of the second leg will be going to Denmark for sure, but that would be later. We still have the entire playoffs left, and we just can hope that we need some magic by our magicians out there who are playing Challenge Jyot, Saransh and Sid can come up clutch and can do something absolutely magical and create history today by qualifying for the FIFA E-Nations and making it the first time that India represents this tournament. India goes to this tournament, of course. Now, the second game is going to start very, very, very soon. But I am thankful for everyone who's there in the chat, and it's absolutely amazing that you guys are here to support us. 1-1 right now. We still have a lot of time to hopefully make sure that we can qualify to Denmark. One more leg of FIFA left. I am very much energetic right now, very much excited. I do believe that India is going to make it through, and I do believe that there is going to be some madness that's going to happen. Our journey so far has been epic. We finished second in the rankings, qualified as the second seed. We went on to play Korea Republic, went on to win that game by 4 goals to 3, lost to Japan by 1 goal to 0. After the first leg against Malaysia, it's 1-1. And guys, we will be right back with the second leg. Stay tuned, invite your friends because you do not want to miss the second leg. Okay, guys, welcome back to the second leg that is now going to be starting between India and Malaysia. The first leg, of course, 1-1. Nothing to separate them after 90 minutes. One goal each for both of them. But the second game is as good as it gets. The final game of this eliminator. Winner goes to Denmark. Loser, unfortunately, goes home. India in the red Liverpool kit, Malaysia in the white kit, 19 game minutes, all to play for. Saransh Charanjot representing India right now, and all these 11 players on the field would be expected to give everything that they have just for our country, just for our nation. If we do go on to win this, it will be the first time that India will be playing at the FIFA E-Nations tournament. We came mightily close last time, and this time we have to make sure that we qualify. My name is Selvin. I'll be with you throughout this game, and let's just hope we get what we are looking for. Here is R9 in the box once again, trying to pass it to Hullet. Gets the ball back, Hullet, and gives it to Cancelo. Bellingham, look at the bodies behind for Malaysia out there. They know they do not want to concede the first goal. R9 with a lot of space. That's a lot of space for the. Oh no, my goodness, mate. Pele cannot convert it, and Courtois with a super duper clutch save. What a moment for this game. Let's just hope it does not take away anything from India, and that is a good attempt once again, trying to beat Courtois at the far post, but the shot, the finesse did not go as expected and landed directly in Courtois' hand. Now this is going to be a great game. Malaysia, of course, such an amazing team. We have somebody from Singapore watching. We have people from Malaysia watching. First of all, congratulations from the viewers from Singapore for qualifying to the finals to Denmark. Here is India trying to do the same with Pele, trying to pass the ball into Mbappe, but that's just not happening for India right now. Matter of time till one of these players, at least one of these teams, at least score. And we hope, we just hope, as an Indian culture, as a fan of Indian football and Indian FIFA, I just hope that India can clutch this through. Charanjot, Saran, Sid, the big three of Indian FIFA have to make sure they're going to do everything they can to try and get us off the line out here. Here is Hullet. The ball is still with Pele, who had a great chance before this, who has a great chance now. Well defended by Malaysia. This is matter of life and death for Malaysia right now, the way they're defending. India attacking with everything that they've got. Malaysia defending with everything that they've got. But India have to make sure that they are not vulnerable on the counter, because that's what happened against Japan. And for all the efforts, all the chances, and for everything that we did, the only thing that mattered was the final result, which was 1-0 to Japan. We still have a chance. We still have everything to play for. 17 in-game minutes gone. India now has the ball back. That's the first offside of the entire day. I think I've not seen an offside throughout this day. But yes, the ball's back with India now. Cancelo plays it in the center to Bellingham, who plays it on to Pele, who plays it on to Mbappe, and who's out here trying to play it wide, gets it back to Bellingham. Mbappe has a lot of space. Malaysia defending so well right now, man marking each and every attacker, making sure they did not get that extra space. Here is a beautiful cross whipped in, but well read by Team Malaysia. Marcelo, who has been clutch for a lot of teams out here and has even been introduced by Team India at some stage. Right now, of course, India going with Cancelo and Acosta as the preferred wing backs. But here we go. Let's see. Pedri has the ball right now, and hold it out of all people, making sure that Pedri does not go away with it. And Bellingham could have released the ball, but I think that is the delay that we were talking about. It is very difficult to play when you play online on a different server. That to a 2 versus 2 game consumes a lot of load and it's not the fastest. And here we go. Pele has the ball now, can take a shot, can try to put it back to Mbappe. He could not, but Mbappe gets the ball back, but Militao wins it again. Bellingham intercepts him. Here is Mbappe. That's going to be a goal. It is a goal. Mbappe scores. India are in the lead once again. 2-1 to India on aggregate. 1-0 in this game. You need a little bit of luck. They say fortune favors the brave, and Indians were the brave ones here. They've scored the goal that they were looking for. And as we did in the first leg, we have the goal in the second one. India 2, Malaysia 1 on aggregate, 1-0 in the second leg. And this, if it remains this way, we are going to Denmark for sure. What a game, what a goal, what an amazing performance by these Indian E-Tigers. Let me see those Indian flags, let me see those Indian roars in the chat, guys. We are going to the finals at Denmark if things stay this way. But it's still not over. It's still 16 game minutes of FIFA left. Malaysia is an amazing team who can play the best football. Here is Mbappe, tried to go for the finesse, but I think for some reason did not connect the way he would have wanted and ended up as a chip. Right now, India making sure that they are defending for life and death, because this is absolutely more than that right now. I remember a quote from football where people said people think football is about life and death, but in reality it is much more. It is the same for FIFA, especially when you're representing your country right now. India is going to try and get that second goal to breathe, have some space. Saint Maximin, R9, passes it back to Pele. I did not know if that was needed, but right now Pele is in here, and that is going to be the second goal. Saint Maximin scores. Amazing composure by Team India. 3-1 on aggregate, 2-0 on the tie, 35 in-game minutes gone. That gives us some breathing space, and that gives me a lot more excitement and a lot more energy. I just know that this is going to be our time, and this is going to be absolutely crazy because we're 2-0 up. Malaysia under a lot of pressure. India, I told you they need to play the best game of their life. Right now, this has been the best first half that they've played for a while together in a 2v2 situation. Some more minutes for us to qualify for Denmark, and this is going to be dreams of millions and billions of people. A lot of FIFA players, a lot of esports players who dream about taking India globally and making a name for themselves. And all the players out here making sure that we do it. Here is Mbappe and Courtois making himself big again. I think by a second the free kick delayed and the advantage was played. But regardless, the ball is now with Malaysia, who know they need that goal before this half ends to make it interesting. I am going to be very honest. I am somebody who likes action-packed games. I like games which have a lot of thrills and drama. But right now, I would be very happy to make sure that India wins this without any pressure, without any late drama. But Malaysia have different plans. They have a clear intent now that they want to score. It's now or never for them. It's now or never for India. Malaysia now passing the ball back. Hullet tries to find a way through, but they have a lot of bodies up behind India, making sure that their defense is rock solid. Hullet intercepts the ball, and now he's going to throw it out for the first half to end. India 2, Malaysia 0, aggregate India 3, Malaysia 1. 45 in-game minutes left, and we still believe that we can make this through. 45 in-game minutes left of this eliminator to decide who goes to Denmark. And right now, if you had to bet, I am sure everybody would bet on India. But this is a game. It is not over until it is over. It's a virtual game, a game where anything can happen. Wasting no time. Both these teams are ready for the second half. I am going to read your comments while I commentate on this game. I am sure you all are as excited as I am, and I want to see that excitement and I want to see that passion in the chat right now, guys. We know we can do this, and that's what I'm talking about. This is the press we were talking about. R9 and Mbappe, of course, won the ball back, but unfortunately lost it too. A third goal would kill this game off for sure and give Charanjot and Saransh a lot of breathing space. But right now, a 2-goal lead is any day better than being at a draw. We started at 1-1, and right now it's 2-0. Brilliant tackle out there, getting the ball back, making sure we give everything that we have. Mbappe passes it back to Da Costa, makes the run, passes it back to Ruben Diaz. Da Costa and Ruben Diaz switches to Cancelo. We've seen it so many times. Team India now has the plan set. They want Malaysia to come at them. They want them to attack. They want them to leave those spaces open. And they want them to show how vulnerable they can be when they go ahead for that counter. Da Costa playing it back once again, frustrating those Malaysian players right now. They know they have to make sure that they do not get away with that goal. The next goal is going to be crucial. One more goal from Malaysia, and it's going to be momentum on their favor, momentum on their side. And that's something that we've seen many times in FIFA. 2-0 up is one of the most riskiest places to be in, especially when you're playing EA Sports FIFA 22. And both these players have been there multiple times. As we say, been there, done that. They've been national champions so many times. They've gone internationally. They've won international championships as well. They've gone ahead. They've won FGS qualifiers. They've been ranked 1, 2, 3 as well in those qualifiers. And that is exactly why these three players are representing India right now across consoles. They know they have it in them to make sure that they can make the nation proud. And regardless of them winning or losing, they always make us proud by giving their best, because they say it's not a humiliation to have a high target and fail, but the real humiliation is when you have a high target and you do not give everything to reach that. These boys are giving everything they can, not just for themselves, not just for us, but for the entire country. That's how we defend in a game of FIFA. That's how we create in a game of FIFA. And I'm very sure that's how we're going to show the world that this is how we manage this game, because Team India right now is flying. Mbappe has R9 in support. Ruud Gullit making the late run. There is Pele making the late run. That's Maximin once again. Saint Maximin makes it 3-0. Start celebrating, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to Denmark for sure. Less than 13 game minutes left. 3 goals to 0 right now. And Team India looks like we're not going to stop until we reach Denmark for sure. This is going to be our moment. History is going to be written. Invite your friends if you haven't already. Let everybody be a part of this history, guys. Pele, this time with the ball on the other side. R9 in support. We have Da Costa who's there back, making sure that there is no pressure on any of these 11 players on the field, and the two, of course, who are operating these 11 players. 3-0 already, the situation maybe all would have wished for. It is not just their hard work, dedication, or their game, but it's also your support and energy, your support, your positivity, your prayers that are helping us, that are helping India right now, and this is exactly what we needed. Normally, I heard a quote wherein they say if prayers in football were answered, every game would end up 0-0. But I think if prayers were answered, and especially Indian prayers, as I can see in the chat, this is how it looks like, and that's how it is right now for India. Everything going as per plan, but not this pass. Cafu intercepting that pass very easily. But one back once again, Cancelo with the ball. Too much space for Saint Maximin, who scored 2 goals in this game, has been clutch, has shown why exactly he was selected ahead of Neymar Jr., ahead of Ronaldo, or ahead of Lionel Messi. He scored those 2 goals and he's helped a country feel proud about playing this game. But here's Cafu, who's been the best defender for Malaysia, plays it on to his World Cup partner Pele, who now has the chance to try and get something back for India. But Bellingham, out of all people, the young Jude Bellingham, dispossessing him and getting the ball back for Team India, who has the ball with another promising youngster who's possibly the highest paid footballer in the world right now, or will be the highest paid footballer in the world in the coming few months. Mbappe, of course, signed that multi-million deal with PSG. But here is Saint Maximin, the man of the moment. R9, once again in the box. 4-0, 5 more in aggregate. India is going through to Denmark for sure. 79 minutes gone. India are 4-0 up in the second leg. Everybody, we need to make those noises that we're looking at. And this is what we were looking at. 4-0 in the second leg. It can be 5. They're going for it. It's hit the crossbar. Courtois could not get to it as well. And oh my word, mate, I think I cannot blink right now because that's how quick these Indian players are playing. Saransh and Charanjot putting on a show for all of us, making sure that they do not stop until they see the destination Denmark in their sight. And they are tackling all over. They're making sure they know they're not going to concede 4 in the last 8 minutes. That's practically impossible in the game of FIFA. But there we go. Pele had a chance in Van der Sar, making sure that there was nothing to worry about and that the clean sheet was restored. And I think this is one of the best displays of FIFA by these players that we've had. Their plans have worked right the way they wanted. They've been trying to execute the same right from the start. And once again, here is Mbappe down that right flank. Maxim in the center. He has a chance, and Mbappe is going to turn, twist, cut the keeper, roll the keeper out, make him fall down on the floor, and unfortunately also making Malaysia's hope of qualifying to Denmark fall down on the floor as well with that goal to make it 5-0. An agonizing nail on the coffin, a coffin that will not be going to Denmark for sure because it is Team India who have now scored the 5th goal in the second leg to make it 6-1 in aggregate. An impossible task for anybody to compete. They say it's not over until it's over, but Team India has made sure that it is over before the final whistle, and it's not done yet. They're trying to get this once again, and oh my goodness, I cannot tell you all how happy I am right now. This is an absolutely amazing game. Hard luck to Team Malaysia. What a team. What a great play. I mean, there's some amazing players that they have in there. They played absolutely amazing. But then, at the end of the day, Team India, too strong for them. The second leg, possibly one of the best second legs you must have ever seen. They could have played this against the world champions and would have still scored. Malaysia would feel unlucky that they had to face this wrath by Team India. But right now, I think we have to congratulate Malaysia for coming this far. We also have to congratulate the other teams that were playing in this playoffs. We'll be coming to you with the results very soon. Now, unfortunately, Hong Kong, of course, was eliminated, as we could have seen, and Indonesia was eliminated. Hard luck to them. Australia and Korea, the match is still going on. Australia had won the first leg by 2 goals to 0, and India, Malaysia, we've just had the confirmation. India 5, Malaysia 0, which means aggregate India 6, Malaysia 1. They're going to Denmark and they're going in style. I'm sure the celebrations have started. I wish there was some way for us to somehow see those celebrations, but right now there is one way for us to see me, and I am very, very, very happy. And I cannot control my excitement to see Team India going all the way to the playoffs. The deal is not yet done, though. I mean, the playoffs will still remain. But the most important thing that we wanted to do, the 2 wins that we were looking at, we've got them. Victory against Korea Republic by 4 goals to 3. Defeat to Japan by 1 goal to 0. But a massive comeback against Malaysia with a 6 goals to 1 win. They say a lot of people, when we speak about courage, sometimes courage is about I will do it next time, and that's what they did. They could not do it against Japan, but when they had a chance against Malaysia in a do or die situation, they went ahead and made their mark by making sure that they score those 6 goals. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I think I need a breather. I'm sure you all need a breather. I'm going to catch you all in the comments. Make sure to see me in the comments. We will be right back with some more news for you. Welcome in once again, everybody. Thank you so much for your patience and for being on this chat, on this stream right from the start. Good news in case you've just tuned in, India has qualified and made its way to Denmark We are going to Denmark to represent India at the FIFA E-Nation Series 2022. We've defeated Korea Republic and we've defeated Malaysia to get there. We still have a lot of games pending with regards to this playoff that's happening. We still have Singapore, Japan, the winner of Australia and Korea Republic, and of course India. Now the games are going to be played tomorrow, and I would like to see you all supporting us in these playoffs as well. Now we've done the first thing that we wanted: go to Denmark and book our slot there. The second thing is winning this playoff and going there as the best Asian team that is there. So my name is Selvin. I'm going to see you tomorrow. So make sure that you guys are here. Follow us on Instagram. Make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us on Twitch as well. We will be very soon with you. Same place, same channel. And tomorrow at the same time. My name is Selvin and I'll see you again.